I think it's going. I could be very wrong. I don't know if I should go to the settings or not, but
So what YouTube channel am I looking for?
look for laser beams and particle stream software.
So I can subscribe.
Always.
Subscribe.
So
I
Arthur,
know the
you're
fun.
hosting the live stream itself,
Yes, I am, sir.
making sure that desktop is safe to show other people.
It's showing other things.
Cool. I made a post for the 4 people who pay attention to my Facebook. Sorry, 2
There we
people
go.
plus my parents.
All right. It's hearing everybody, and I have the audio up way too much on my laptop to verify this. Oops.
2 people.
Tool. And it's hearing us, which is good.
Yes, I heard myself.
Well, last time it didn't hear anybody. That was the problem.
That is a problem.
It really was. Now it's only doing. I can do 4K. Ooh. All right, there we go. Well, that was the whole big thing, is that it really was annoying me that Facebook was only 720p, and you couldn't do past that. And what was cool about this was you could do at least 1440, but when I streamed it, it was still only go up to that, even though I was sending it 4K. Now, because I fiddle with the settings, it's actually streaming 4K. And so it's got the purdy going. So
Well, Facebook isn't a video service. Facebook just steals videos from YouTube.
it's a Facebook, excuse me, it's a YouTube search service, if you will, something like that. All right, so I guess welcome everybody to my live stream, as much as it's probably just us. And yeah, this is live stream 2, because the first one really went horribly wrong and sideways, and yeah. So this is meant to be the multiplayer test. Now, Jordan, I'm aware that you don't know how to set the multiplayer yet, or even how to play, and this is kind of your first attempt at this.
I mean, I have played once at your house.
Fair enough. Then at least you have a clue then.
I will flail entertainingly while you murder me.
That sounds like a plan. I can handle this. So, all right.
But I do see what looks. I do see in the multiplayer cool server name. I assume that's you.
It doesn't work. I wouldn't try that.
Okay, then I will not try that.
Yeah, that would
But
be
you know,
bad.
I'm in the server segment. I don't know if there's something special I got to do.
There is serve, believe it or not.
Alrighty.
All right. So I gotta tell the system to go into gameplay, so it actually streams the gameplay. There it goes. All right. So what you want to do is go in the multiplayer, hit join, which you already did.
Okay.
And as a side thing, you see how when the graphics sort of come in afterwards? Meaning if you immediately go in and then immediately go into join or whatever, it's black and then the graphics appear.
I noticed that a couple times.
Yeah, that's actually on purpose-ish. You're doing a trade-off. Basically, the game will let you into the game typically within 12 seconds. But the trade-off is the other threads are still running, decoding the pictures. And so it doesn't affect gameplay at all per se, but just certain things will be black, obviously, until the actual has data. And so that will come in kind of randomly. Well, procedurally, technically. The other option, which I have added, is it will force full loading all the graphics before it will let you to the menu. it'll just say waiting for decoding. And so that's a personal preference. For developing the game, getting into the game in 12 seconds is so nice. Especially when it used to take 70 seconds.
I have noticed a couple menus that made me wait a minute on a black screen, but it made me wait like a minute. Like, okay.
And at least on my machine, to do a full load takes 26, 27 seconds.
I'll be honest, Art, for all the fetching you've been doing, this is thus far running quite well. The menu is not difficult to navigate.
Ooh, positive feedback. Thumbs up.
Have we joined the server yet?
Oh, we're not that far yet. I'm just explaining to Jordan how to do this. So, what you want to do is, it's probably up on my live stream already. You want to click on Add Server.
Okay.
And it will default to rankwarmaster.com port 32767.
Okay.
All you gotta do is hit OK.
All right.
Because that goes here anyway. The cool server thing there was just bogus data for me to test things, and then they were cleaned it up.
Fair enough.
Now the good news is once you added the server, it's there. So much to the point where I forgot the delete button.
That's why cool server name is still there. I take
it. Yeah. So it creates a text file. You can edit the text file, remove stuff from there. But yeah.
What you're saying is your servers are all Hotel California.
Yeah. Once you enter, you can never leave. So
fantastic.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm already all about this.
Yep. So
noticing that the live stream itself is like a solid 30 seconds to a minute behind.
That's
live
normal
conversation.
Streaming.
That's pretty normal.
That's 4K. 4K, there is a lag. When it's not 4K, it's pretty quick.
That's pretty normal. Like when I said a few seconds talking about delays earlier, I mean like 15 or more. A while. Okay, but so I noticed now. So cool server name example has venue ping. I don't know what PSWD is and players. Rank Warmaster just says rankwarmaster.com. It has no other stats about it.
That's right, because the rest of it hasn't been written.
Okay.
I was just providing the columns so that there was something there for it to put in and know it was coming. I'm still waiting for the better backdrop stuff for the windowing, so it looks a lot cooler than what it looks like now.
I mean, this is definitely, a workable server page.
It's workable. It's not done. It really isn't.
We can do better.
We can do better. I plan to do better, but it's functional. It's not so much that, oh my god, I got to spend the next X amount of weeks trying to get to work. In the end, honestly, it's not even my department. Meaning, I got to wait for the artist to give me something.
Yeah, Paul.
You don't want programmer art. You really, really don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
But what I was getting at is that I may have set my bar a little low on how this was going to look because I'm quite happy with what I'm seeing.
I'm happy about that because it's not.
Okay.
It's not AA, AAA, or even A yet. It can get there, but it's the assets I have, and it's not Paul's fault, so don't blame Paul for this. The other one of the other artists, Ellen, was supposed to do this. She even contacted me earlier today, going, "Hey, you have that big thing today." He's like, "Yeah." Well, how about I get you those pictures? It's like, "Why don't you?" It's like, "Can you send me screenshots for me to do it?" So it's like, oh god. So whether or not she's going to get me what I need in time or not for the Thursday thing, I don't know. But this is going to help now. I'll tell you that. And I told her that, look, it's going to take me a while just to integrate anything you give me anyway. I mean, Paul's going to get surprised because he's going to see his status icons in live action in full color.
Yay.
As a quick side note, I can see now why you and Matt were nerding out about the Omniball for weeks. It is actually very cool.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad someone likes it. I wasn't really sure if anybody just hated it, but yay.
Doesn't always do what I told it to, but it's cool.
Yes. I'm writing the code so that you can click on the text, not just the icon. Because I know that's the first thing everybody wants to do. They would figure they can just click on the text, and it should work. And, of course, it doesn't.
That was the first thing I tried, yes.
See, I'm well aware of that. It is actually, I was writing that code earlier today. It's not finished. I had other things I had to do. But it is being worked on, and I hope to have it for Thursday. but that's not going to help us today. And people can take the fact and click on the icon, I think. It wasn't that big of a stretch. So, as much as I'm convincing here, so click, at this point on your window, you should actually have the rank Warmaster in your listings under cool server name.
Yes.
If you click it to highlight it,
Mm-hmm.
and then click connect. You just joined. Oh, actually, that was Paul just joined.
When I mouse over it, it highlights.
Great.
When I click it,
Yes.
it doesn't actually change, but I'll try hitting connect and see what it does.
It should have changed color. If it didn't change color, it didn't work.
It changes color when I mouse over it, and then it.
Well,
I don't know. I hit connect. We'll see what it's.
It will be instantaneous.
It crashed. Cool.
All right, exit out, come back in. You won't have to re-enter it. Just click on it. It should turn green, and then click connect. Now, on my screen, I have Ernest's 2 laptops, Paul, and of course myself. Oh, I will not be a douche, and I will turn on King of the Hill. All right. So for today's plans, because Matt and I spent some time yesterday, and I hope I am not putting a giant foot in my mouth, to actually get this stupid thing running. And so, who wants to be the cap ship?
We'll let Jordan be the cap ship first.
We'll let Jordan be the cap ship. Okay. The cool thing about Jordan being the cap ship is the cap ship has 9 green beam turrets that auto track whoever your target is. So even if your aim sucks, the turret's aim does not suck. And so basically you're a giant porcupine of doom running through space.
It's everything I ever wanted.
It really is, actually.
Proud.
And you even have shielding around yourself anyway. So the idea is we as fighters are trying to kill you. Upon success of killing you,
when, not if.
yeah, because it's harder for you to. We'll respawn. You're just going to get pummeled on. Your shields will regen. Don't get me wrong, but they don't regenerate that fast. I see Ernest is going, we're going to rail ship. It's going to harsh them. It does, really. So basically, they're auto fire. They're rail guns, so they're pulse weapons. Although I have admittedly found the auto cannon is more effective than people give it credit. In any case, Adam says that the same DPS is just you land one strike of the rail gun and it goes wham. It's definitely a heavy duty thing. There you are. You're in.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
I'll try not to host Jordan like Adam did that to me the first time.
Well, so here's the beauty of it.
Important first question. How do I decide who my target is?
Well, that's up to you.
No. I mean, like, what the control?
All right, T will target the closest guy.
Okay.
Which may not be what the target you want, because if you disable them, you might want to change targets. It's not smart enough to realize that T will target the nearest alive guy, but if you blow out their engines or their weapons or whatever, they're going to respawn anyways. Consider the kill, even though they haven't exploded. A ship only explodes when everything inside is blown up, which may not be what you want to do. So there is the semicolon and quote key by the enter key.
Okay.
You click those either direction. They scroll left, scroll right.
Okay. Next
through the different next and previous target, if that makes
gotcha.
sense. So that's kind of if you detect. Now that you have the big ass status icon, you'll see it when they have if they're weaponless. If they are mobile because the engines got blown out, if they're disabled because the reactor got blown out, or if you see the nice friendly skull, that means you blew out their cockpit. When they blow up, they're a wreck and they won't be there very long. You'll know very well that they're not going to be there. Now, if you want to change your name, by the way,
when they blow up, they will not be a target.
They will not be a target, but it will stay a target for the duration of the explosion.
Okay.
And then they'll disappear, but you won't auto-retarget something else.
And one other thing to mention, Jordan, is don't push Q, please.
Yeah, Q's quit.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that I don't know if I should actually remove that as a default or not, but there you go.
I would.
Well, it doesn't give you the option of saying, do you really want to quit? That's what he needs to add to it is the...
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. Honestly, I should remove it. and
Yeah, it should be escape.
you hit escape, you go back into the main menu, which does work that way now. It didn't used to, it does now. And then you can quit out that way.
I'm just running. I just tell Jordan now because
No,
it's a habit to get close to
you
that
are
coupon.
100% right. So Jordan, to
Yes.
change your name, and you only have to do it once, click on where it says player at your top, and then hit the backspace to get rid of the text, and then you can type in who you are, and then hit enter. And once you do so, it will be saved. That's it.
Cool.
You know, it should victim. Okay, well.
You know, I actually have a better one than victim. I was just about to change it to.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you can change it whatever you want it to be. It will remember. That means there you go. The next time you come in, it will always be that until you change it again.
I don't think changing it again will be necessary.
But I'm just saying, this is what you can do. So I mean, there are certain niceties that are in here. There are some graphical glitches, like the names of the scenarios are overwriting into the thing.
Yeah, okay. I saw that.
Yeah, now I'm going to change your ship to the cap ship, but if you want to do it yourself, you can. Let me change it to beam. You just keep on clicking on the ship itself, and make sure it says cap ship, which is the capital ship. And you'll be at the punching bag. You don't want to be rail.
I can move this. I can move this whole thing around. That's cool.
Yes, you can. Yes, that's the idea. The missiles don't work; it will cause problems. So you don't want that. So in any case, we need the punching bag.
Cap ship.
You're the cap ship. Okay.
What do I become when I die?
You become whoever killed you.
Okay.
So if I kill you, you'll become the auto cannon ship. Since everybody else has rail guns, you'll become a rail ship.
All right.
And that's how you switch
ships. The cap ship has auto target lasers, so I just need to have a target who is within range and hold down the fire button.
Yes.
Okay. That's about as simple as it gets.
And your reactor's powerful enough that you can sit there all day; it won't matter. Now,
fantastic.
Should I give him some advice, or should I just let him die?
Let him die.
Whatever you think will best showcase.
Well, all right. I don't be that cruel to you. All right. First piece of advice: keep moving and honestly keep turning.
Okay.
Because you have shields. The shields are directional in nature. Matter of fact, every single facet on the shields. Matter of fact, let's demonstrate this. Let's go into the game.
Sweet.
And I'm going to target you, and there you are. I see you already know how to drive around, which is good.
Yeah, you told me last night about the mouse locking.
Yep. Okay, now I'm not going to shoot you. I'm just coming over here to say hi. Seriously. But I want to show the viewers what we're talking about.
Whoa, what just happened?
What? I drove right past you. That's a bad idea.
Oh, no, I have a different screen in front of my face, and I don't know what this is. I hit S. I was trying to slow down.
Oh, no, you're in the self-damage screen. Take your mouse, put it in the upper left-hand corner, and hit the X button.
Gotcha, okay.
Hey, Arthur, just so you know, escape is not good inside the game right now.
What do you mean it's not good inside the game right now?
It kicked me out to the multiplayer screen. I hit escape.
Yeah, well, it works in... don't shoot him yet.
Okay.
Paul, come on. You heard what I was saying before.
So...
Yeah, right now, there's... Like I said, there's issues. I know that. It should take you out to the other thing, but if you were in Sandbox, it would take you out to the normal screen. But in multiplayer, it does not. Okay, so what I'm showing on the live stream is you and Paul being very annoying, circling around the guy. And yeah, that's your beams. Now,
that looks like that got, if I'm reading this indicator right, that got through Paul's shields a little bit.
Paul doesn't have shields. That's the problem. You just harshed him. Yeah, I brought Paul's thing, and you got Paul's already got a hull breach going on because you just you didn't hurt him. Meaning, you hurt his armor. Paul.
Wait, I can see he has one red mark and one yellow mark that I can see.
The black marks is where you actually went through.
Oh yeah, there's one black mark on the side.
That's where you pierced
That's
him.
not it. That's not an important spot.
Well, yeah, it is.
Two black marks.
Now you see how the yellow in the upper part of your targeting is a little bit in. Here, I'll show this for people viewing. Basically, that means you did some damage to his internals, but not enough to actually destroy anything. See, now, if I was a pain in the ass...
okay, I see.
Oh, that's somebody else. So where's Paul? There's Paul. All right, you might as well
Crap.
kill him. Finish him.
Okay, so I'm seeing the green go down.
Yeah, that's his armor, and the yellow is his internals. When something pops, that will change. And that's
However, I'm not certain if I am moving
Buddy
myself.
entered your channel.
according to the show, you're definitely moving.
Oh,
No, you're
I'm riding somebody else.
Yeah.
that would be me, Paul.
Oh no, I'm dead.
Oh yeah, you died. Oh, yep, you got the skull up. You're dead.
I'm just gonna finish sweeping up. So I think it's worth noting, if you want to commentate a bit, I unloaded lasers on him for a solid 3 or 4 seconds, but because he's mostly empty holes, I did not do significant further damage until it finally rotated enough for me to finish him there.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. The game's actually meant to do that. So that the fun thing is you can actually fire the ship, have a ship on the opposite side, blow through the first ship, and hit the guy on the opposite side. Because I wanted that whole blow-through effect going on. So the beams and pulses stop when they distribute their damage, but if there's still more damage to distribute, they will keep going. So there's actually possible for us to shoot through you if you're a gaping wreck, if you know what I mean.
So if S is self damage screen, what is slow down?
Oh, I'm sorry. So backspace in the upper right is fully zero, if you know what I mean. The slash below the backspace is full power, and then the two brackets are 1/3, 2/3 respectively. Also, a lot of people use the right mouse button to hit Afterburner, and honestly, most people use that. Honestly, the problem is you overshoot. Now, there's a problem with scaling because as a capture should be much bigger than you are, and I know that's a problem. And yeah.
Okay, you said so. It's the backslash is full power, and then it's
backspace. Yeah.
And then it's 1/3 and 2/3 is
the brackets, which are right next to it.
Okay, so the left bracket is 1/3.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let's try 1/3.
Now, Paul, I assume it respawned you and all that.
Yeah, I've been respawned.
You've been respawned, and it says you got killed by the punching bag. Yes. Now, interestingly enough, punching bag it has some hits. I mean, you got a hull breach on you, Jordan.
Yeah,
I suppose that is what that says. Let me take a moment, stop shooting for a second. Let me try to look at my screen and understand what I'm seeing.
Yes, I want to explain to the people who are watching. Basically, the new HUDs, meaning new monitors, are divided up into 6 sections. As a hull breach happens, it shows you which section is the worst facet. And obviously the hull breach is black, which is why you see those 2 triangles missing out of your hex, if you know what I mean. Your outer shielding has all those red splotches. Those red splotches are areas in your shielding that are very low in health. So if we hit there, we'll get through.
Honestly, I can't find my hull breach.
That's a good question. I know you got hit. It's probably up front.
It's somewhere.
Your monitor is a little different, meaning you would look in the upper right, and you should see yourself spinning.
Yeah, I see myself spinning. I'm just not finding any spot that looks. I mean, the ship isn't all mono green, but I'm not finding a spot that looks like a black bit that's missing.
All right, let me walk up to you and see if I can find it. Don't shoot.
I'm not shooting right. My hands are off the keyboard. I'm just staring.
I think I see it. Yeah, I see it. It's right. God, it was a little itty bitty little thing. So it's right under your nose of the front of the ship on the right there. It's itty bitty, but it is there, and you can kind of easily see based on where the shields look breached from. Of course, the shields are healing, but at a certain point they will completely heal.
They heal pretty slowly, it seems.
That's kind of on purpose right now. We're still trying to figure out. I saw when it was healing very quickly, it was really unbalanced. But we're still trying to get good game balance going. I'm not debating that.
Okay, so I've got 2 lit up icons right now. I've got the one on my right that I'm assuming is the hull breach because it looks like a ship that's got a bit exploding off of it.
Yes.
What's the one on my left that looks like a green ship with a check mark? Is that referring to my target?
That's referring to your target because you're targeting things on your left, and in this case, yourself.
My target says Arthur is A-okay, I guess.
I am A-okay. Now, if you take a pot shot at me, go ahead. Take me out if you want.
Okay.
You don't have to point at me. Your turrets are pointing at me regardless of where you're pointing.
I'm also just trying to get a hang of the radar.
No problem. Now, at that point, you hurt my armor. I got a whole breach going on, and I look on me, and I see at the top of me has some red and yellow, because that's where you
I
nailed
see
me.
there's a bit right on the front of you that's missing.
Right. So you can complete the shot. Go for it. Keep going. And now my engines are out.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Now I
That-
can't move. You also took out one of my weapons. I only have two weapons that are active rather than three. Now I have one weapon left that I can turn.
I'm trying to get the harmless icon to show up.
The harmless icon? I'm already
Meaning,
a
is
whole
there one
breach.
for no weapons left?
There it is.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, now it's telling me punching bag killed me. Now I have no weapons. You're right.
Okay, you have no, because I guess you have no weapons and no engines.
Yeah, I got nothing. And now it's going to respawn me. There you go. Now I'm
It
respawned.
respawns you right there. Okay.
Yes. That is something. Now, I was debating whether or not to have it respawn back to the original spawn point or right there or whatever. Now, what happens is when you actually kill the cap ship in this scenario, it does actually take you, whoever killed you, and the cap ship and puts you back to spawn positions.
Okay.
And so the good news about that is that so you don't have this Alder Bud dog pile and whatever, unless they're waiting for you at spawn. But good luck finding where that is. So if you want, who wants to be cap ship and kill Jordan to show you how this works?
I'll do it.
All right, Paul, you do it. All right. Now he's
I have lost an
engineless.
engine.
He lost engine, so now you can't turn or do anything. You're fucked. There you go.
Ah,
And now, Paul, you should be the cap ship, and Jordan,
Yeah.
you should be one of the rail ships.
Sure do seem that way.
And you should have also respawned in different positions in space so you're not right on top of each other.
Paul killed or disabled you 1 times.
Yes.
now King of the Hill.
Yep, Paul's now King of the Hill. So now he must die. Everybody kill Paul. Kill him.
I got an armor breach on somebody.
Well, that's not too hard. You got like beams coming out of everywhere. You got beams coming out of the demon hole. Are you targeting anybody? It doesn't look like you're targeting.
Yes.
Okay. Looks like your stuff is trying to catch up, but not doing too well. Okay. Let's see. Now the thing is with pulses, one, you really need to target whoever you're targeting, and two, there are little white dots saying where you need to fire to actually hit your target. If you don't fire there, you will never hit them, because it's actually calculating for you.
Those little white dots are a little difficult to sight in on.
Yeah, no, I get you, but you just gotta fire it as close as you can. See, I'm getting like stray shots on them.
Oh, I seem to be dead.
Well, it will respawn you in about 5 seconds, fortunately. So, yeah. Now, Paul's gotten some good strafing shots on me, but there you go. Now, one of the additions I was going to do is to help prevent jousting, which is kind of what we're doing now, which is we're overspeeding. So you can see how much you're overspeeding, so you have a tendency of not doing that. The other thing is to get a better view of where your targeting reticles are, so you can actually have a better chance of hitting your target. Meaning sometimes it's easier to fire behind you, and that's how it will actually line up.
These icons.
Paul's smart enough to how not to be seen, so he's not actually hanging out where he's easily shot at.
I'm just moving the mouse around and.
Ah, well, because your turrets are targeting me, you took out my engines.
Ah.
So you got me, basically. Basically, originally I had it so that it wouldn't respawn you until you actually got killed, but then people kind of get trapped in space, because then you'd be kind of like, well, yeah, I'm immobile and I can't do a damn thing, and yeah. Looks like someone got through on Paul. He got a little bit of a breach.
Look at that.
Scary, isn't it? And now I'm back alive, and so now I can go after Paul again. So you can see the smatterings of the hits. I'll admit the railgun probably is better for the one-off hit that he has a tendency of getting, unless I can get a good pounding on him.
Oh, we're not doing phrasing anymore.
Oh, hello there, Ogre.
Hello. I was
just
so used
took out
to see you
somebody.
messaging right before we started that I didn't pay attention to the time.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. We've been in here for a good what, 10, 20 minutes?
Something like that.
You know,
More
it has,
fun, it's like-
knock on whatever hasn't crashed, and punching bag did his job.
Oh
And
no!
That was
Leave
a
me
good
alone.
one.
So, I'm trying to
I've
catch up to
escaped
Paul.
death
How'd you escape death?
by not dying.
Okay then.
Just Paul started shooting at me, so I turned tail and afterburned hard.
Yeah, he's chasing you, and he's going at like 1500. I'm trying to catch up. I'm going right on past.
From my perspective, it's like I'm just trying to tickle your ship with these little green pokey sticks.
Yes, it's the green death of Pokesticks. Now, this is what we mean by jousting. It's real physics, which means if you overthrust, like I have, it's like, yeah, I'll get back into combat in about a week. You know, I really got to put. That was the next thing I was going to add in is the for the HUD stuff is the velocities and over targeting and things of that nature. See, Ogre, we need your guns. We need to kill Paul. You know. See, the problem is that if what people end up tendency of doing is they hold down the afterburner and they really can't really engage because they get to the target and then they completely overshoot the target, and so we end up jousting each other.
I mean, you've been telling me about the problem, so I've already been working on accounting for it.
Yeah, no, and people should, but Paul.
Oh, there I go.
Bro, reactorless disabled.
Yep. Oh, there he just got blown up. He blew up in the orbit above Mars.
That's what Mars deserves.
Those shader effects on the explosions are really satisfying.
They do. They're nice. So what do you think of them, Jordan, considering you're experienced a lot of this for the first time?
I mean, you know, I can tell what's going on. I mean, the explosion, yeah, I've seen the explosion before. It's cool. But definitely I can tell what's going on. I like the new velocity, but what's old thing? It's a little far off to the right for me.
The new velocity thing.
When I last played, I didn't actually have a velocity. That was a while ago.
Yeah. Well, things have improved, and there's going to be much more improvements. This is by no means its final form. You know, it's just kind of.
Can I move? The problem is I can't actually read distance to target. I have distance to target, and then that's off the screen.
Yeah, there's a couple things that are not on the screen at the moment.
Really?
Yeah.
Now I'm running 4K, and maybe it shows up fine on 4K and doesn't show up in fine other resolutions. So that's why we test this.
But yeah, I can at least read my own velocity.
Is the entire hexagon on the screen?
The entire hexagon is on the screen.
Okay, well that's good. So I mean, what about the leftmost? Oops, he blew my engines.
Okay, yeah, wait. So there is another distance to target on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, that's distance to Paul's target, though.
No, that is
No, that's just your target. Because if you're targeting, you're
left?
targeting Paul.
Yeah,
No, then what's the distance to target on the right?
Same thing. They're identical.
Oh, okay.
That shows if you're looking at the one or the other and you want to know it's there. I haven't decided whether or not it's a good idea or a bad idea, but there it is. Alright. At least I got some hits on you. Oh, and there I'm dead again. I have one gun left. Not that I can move. Alright, knock on wood. The host and everything else hasn't crashed yet. It's been kind of solid. If you notice, no one's crashed.
Except for that one time right at the beginning.
Yes. But what did you do to cause that? I'm curious.
I hit connect.
Okay.
My engine's dead.
Oh, well, he's
I was getting shots in. I don't think I'm making any real progress on Paul's shields.
Yeah, he's playing hard to get.
Yeah, there's too much afterburn. Every time he passes me by, he's already gone.
Okay, what model ship am I in right now?
The rail ship.
No, I don't like it as much.
Then the cap ship, of course. Now
no,
we can,
meaning like whatever. What's all? I just am not amused with these pulse weapons and their
They're
fire
beam
rate.
weapons.
And
oh, then you want the autocannon, which is what I'm running.
yeah, I feel like I would like that better.
Yeah, no, that's probably, and we can play capture versus capture battle, by the way. So everybody can be in cap ships, so it can just be Porcupines of Doom for everyone. I'm serious.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So this is not the only scenario. It's just what we're doing right this second.
But what was it? Which of these bars tells me about Paul's? Is there a bar about Paul's shields? Or is it
yes,
just
there's
the one
blue
bar?
one's about Paul's shields, and the
Okay.
green one's about Paul's armor, which is barely touched. His shields have been getting whacked. Now, what happens with the blue bar is the lighter blue is his lowest facet, and the larger, darker blue is how much total he has. So he's, there's a couple spots on him where he's gotten a little bit harsh, but it's not enough. I'm waiting for it to respawn me. So, I'm drifting through space until it respawns me. See, back in the first kind of ways of doing this, we actually had to wait until the server, whoever was the server, manually respawned everybody at once.
Oh.
Oh, you died! Who killed you?
Whoa.
Who got him?
I did.
Yep, it says that. MD3? That's what you're using it as?
Because my other computer is sitting up in
Alright, who crashed?
Nice. I think I'm not responding now.
No. Who actually crashed?
I don't know.
Because did someone try to join or whatever?
It takes about 10 seconds, Paul.
No, everything's locked. I don't know, I'll try to pause it on my end.
I am completely frozen.
All
I
right.
got this. Oh, there we go.
What happened?
I have crashed.
Alright.
Fun. Alright.
Well, someone else is still causing the issue. I'll tell you what, Ogre wants to get in anyway, so I'll stop the server and we'll rejoin.
Yep. Sounds good.
Alright.
Okay.
So
Yep,
be
I've
it.
been waiting patiently for that to happen.
I appreciate that, sir. Yeah, I don't know who actually. Usually, when there's a pause like that, someone crashed and the networking code is set to block when the buffer gets full, and so everything stops until someone unlocks. If someone drops, that's fine. If someone, so I don't know what. In this case, if you crash, exit out, kind of thing. So yeah. So I think it'd be another good run to do King of the Hill again. We don't have to, but we can. So server's up. That's the beauty of doing the whole 12-second thing. I know people hate it. Ogre, I know you hate it. I did put something in that if you put in configuration, and I intend to do that when I give a public release, that it will fully load the pictures before it lets you to the Omniball menu. So that's implemented now.
Okay.
So
How many machines do you want me to test with, Arthur? I got 3 total in front of me right now.
As many as you see fit with it, honestly. I think we sat there for, how deep are we now?
Ready?
We are, wow, 40 minutes. We were playing.
I'm reconnecting.
I'm having problems. I'm going to have to restart my one laptop. Oh,
All
never
right.
mind. Well, let's see. Because, yeah, it keeps crashing the desktop. I don't know why.
Okay, we were playing a total of 20 minutes solid there. That's actually pretty damn good. All
Are
right. So
we gonna wait for Ernest to reboot his laptop?
I got another laptop. We can still play. I got 3 of them in front of me. One of them will just restart and be sitting and waiting.
Well,
That's
why don't you
right.
find one that you want to play on and come in and play? We're not really worried about, stress testing the server. I think we've already done that, and adding one or less is not going to change anything. So it's come in what you want to play on.
I guess I'm not restarting my laptop, so I'll play on my other laptop.
Well, if you have 3 machines, pick one.
Yep, I'm picking the one I was playing with the MFD3. So
Oh, that's a good question. Who wants to start as the cap ship?
I'm good. I want to try the autocannon ship.
I like the autocannon ship. Paul, in all recommendations, try the heavy beam cannon ship rather than the standard beam if you're actually going to do it.
beam. Okay.
I also think that, especially like unlike last time it was like everyone was rail ships except Arthur. It's like we should absolutely be having multiple ships for the simple fact that that also means that in an ideal world, you get bounced around to different ships.
Alright, so who's starting as the cap ship?
I guess it's you.
I'll start as Cap since no one
Oh,
else
there
is.
you go.
Alright, then I will be the autocannon ship, because why not?
Alright.
Should I be the normal beam ship just for ha-has? But I'm not going to get through that shielding with normal beams. I'll tell you that right now.
So so actually for our viewers and me, what is a high beam ship versus a regular beam ship?
All I did was build the ship with heavy as markers, so this doing more damage.
Okay.
Literally, because you can custom make all the ships, and which these are just pre-made ships, it's just the way it worked out, and I just did it that way. So I hit start, obviously.
All right.
There's Paul, there's Punching Bag, there is Ogre, and there's Ernest, who's just asking to be destroyed.
Yep. I'm gonna go shake hands with Punching Bag.
No, you won't. If that's the case, I am leaving.
Where you going? Don't run!
I'm going away from you.
Don't run!
I'm running.
Pigs, you're all pigs. Well, I see someone shooting at you. You're just out of range, whoever's shooting those beams at them.
I am. That's me.
Alright, you want to probably hit the right mouse button to catch up with them, but yeah. You're getting close, you're getting close. I can see the beams, and you're still missing.
Okay.
How are you missing?
The beams run out like the missiles do, or
No, they do not. They're all fully energy based. And these aren't missiles or pulses, but yeah.
pulses? Okay.
Just to warn you, I'm running the shop, so I might have to go AFK for a few minutes.
Fair enough.
Usually not on the Tuesday, but you know how it is.
I think I accidentally hit a rail ship on the way through. Looks like someone's beaming him.
That's me.
Alright. Ow. Took out my engines. His shields are still mostly intact. He's got a decent spreading on him.
It definitely helps to now and then, what's it? You know, back off and get new vector of attack.
That can happen. That does need to happen sometimes. I really need to put in a key to sort of match speed and stuff like that. And a lot of the HUD stuff is really going to make this a lot easier. I just haven't coded it yet. Like I said, I spent all day yesterday trying to make sure this was rather solid, and it seems to be. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's my targeting. I want to shoot down here. Shoot down here. Come on. So you have to be angry at the where the pulses are, because sometimes they have a tendency of going off screen because of the way the vectors of everybody's going. Oh man. Nimble little minx, isn't he? Alright. The other problem is that the scale is wrong. That the capture should be much, much bigger. And in normal scenarios he is. It's just in the multiplayer, for whatever reason, I don't know why the scale's coming across wrong.
Oh, there goes my engine.
Finally got you?
Finally, yes.
Freaking. Just.
I'm gonna say I was having a pretty easy time sticking with Ernest when I wanted to.
Fair enough, sir. Ooh, someone's getting some good hits on
We're
them.
gonna respawn with this engine because he's just flying in a straight line away from us.
What was that?
I said, I don't know if are you gonna respawn or not?
Yeah, he should have.
I'm respawning.
I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's not like the old system where you had to wait for the host to respawn. It will just respawn it for you, so that makes this a more playable game.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Damn.
You got harshed. Something hit you. Wow, look at your nose! It's like blown off. Something went pop. I think one of your weapons went up or something like that, because I don't see anything else that's really disabled. That looked hurt. That looked hurt, like it hurt, though. I will say that.
Yes, you definitely gotta fix that circle. I cannot find anything.
Yeah, no, it's on my list to do. Trust me, there will be constant improvements on this.
Yeah, I know.
This is just like number 2.
I think how annoying sometimes not having a tiny circle.
Where's the hull breach?
Marcus.
I mean, the hull breach just gotta be in your front. I mean, the shield, I mean. You must have gotten hit by a rail strike that went right in or something.
I think it was probably when I probably shot him before.
Yeah, well, you're not probably not wrong.
Since I fired and flew by and then he had damage.
Yeah. I think he got like 2 railgun strikes in the same spot, and the second one went in, and that's what kind of harshed them. Because otherwise, we're just kind of breezing on them a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Ah. Oh no.
Oh, you got harshed. Yes, you did.
I got blown up.
You got blown up, alright.
I died 3 times.
Well, have you?
That's what it says.
Well, have you?
I guess. That's what the text that came up said.
I understand that, Paul. Have you? I need to know because it's a debug thing.
I don't know off the top. No, that was the first time I blew up for this match.
No, I counted you twice, Paul. It's the second time. So I know.
Okay. Well, I need to know if it's reporting bad numbers. That's what I need to know.
Okay.
I found in the last match that it didn't always match what I had actually, number of times I'd actually died, so
Alright,
I would
I'll have
not
to
say
look
it's
into that
correct.
then. Oh shit, I'm out of... Alright, just kill me because I'm out of guns.
Alright, I just took care of Ogre. I'll go after you next.
It's about time. I think I did most of the damage to you so far.
Adam's really got to increase the amount of ammo on these things. He basically has a set that you have like a minute worth of firing, and it's like you can't have an extended battle like that. Should I just hold still?
Lie back and think of England.
Something like that. There you go. Thank you. You blew my engines out.
Maybe a self-destruct button wouldn't go amiss.
I can kill you right now. I just won't tell you what the key is.
That's so nice of you.
I lost one of my lasers.
Oh! Ernest lost his shielding. You lost your reactor.
I'm dead in the water. Oh, yeah.
Ogre got him. Because Ogre's now the cap ship.
Oh, I'm gonna go left hand for rail. Should thank you, Ogre.
Alright. So now we gotta get the Ogre.
It's cool seeing all those green lasers shoot out from one point in the distance.
Oh.
Who's here?
Alright, in all seriousness, try to keep the afterburners down, or else it's just not... I mean, Ogre has to get to us. So don't afterburner after him. Let him come to us if that's what's going to happen. Because it comes down to... If you're in an afterburner fight, you're never ever going to hit anybody. You'll get like half a pot shot, and then that'll be it.
I should have left mine pretty, like, within, like, 500, I think I was.
Yeah.
I
I mean, afterburners a little bit is fine, and that's understandable, but if like you're sitting there like for 5 to 10 seconds holding down your afterburner, yeah, you're doing something wrong. You must have gotten rail hit.
I think I'm awesome.
Yeah, he must have gotten a rail hit because, I mean, according to the monitor, he's got like a low, yeah, he's got a front hit. He must have been hit by a rail. So the problem is, what I do with my autocannon ship is nice, but it will spread a lot of damage.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's no doubt that rail strikes do a lot more. Well, of course, when fire, goes in the front of my line of fire.
Oh, am I out of ammo? I guess I'm out of ammo.
Yes, we can blame Adam.
I'll write him a sternly worded letter.
Do you want me to find you and kill you?
Sure, I will stop moving.
Alright. There's punching bag. Maybe we'll return the favor sometime. Alright, there you are.
Alright, engines are out.
Yep, your reactor's out now too. So there you go. You can thank me later by killing me. I resume you respawn?
It's giving me the thing.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think 5 times is accurate. I think this is like my second or third death in this, match.
Fair enough. I have to see what's going on with that. It's the scripting engine's recording that. It should be accurate, but maybe not. I don't know. Now, I'm the host, but what does everybody read Ogre Shields at? What's the percentage?
Seeing 97.2.
Alright, so...
98 point something.
Alright, well, it's not accurate across the board. At least it's recording it.
Similar.
Before, it was always saying 100% on other people's clients. And so that's sort of like, well, no, it's not what it's supposed to be. So...
Shields regenerate, don't they?
Yes, that's the point of shields. So the longer he goes without getting hit, the easier it is for him to dodge us. The problem is the railguns... See, what's interesting is because he's moving, he's actually very hard to kill to get that good shot on him. Whereas, that's why a railgun hit will really do some good punch home damage. But if he was standing still, we would cut right through him like he wasn't there, and Ogre knows that.
Yeah, why do you think I'm moving the way I am?
Yeah, well, and that's the point. So the question is, should I lower the percentage of the multiplier of the shielding so it makes this a lot different? But also part of the problem is he's also much tinier than he should be.
Yeah.
That's one part of the problem. I mean, it's worth noting that King of the Hill, it's supposed, ideally in a good match, it should be rotating frequently.
I agree. Well, this is also part of the game balance. We're still literally figuring all this out. No, you're 100% right, though. Part of the problem is he's too tiny, so it's a much harder target to hit.
He's ridiculously fucking fast for a cap ship.
Yeah, that's the other part of that. I won't debate that either.
Just to keep up with you guys, I have to afterburner.
Yeah, he's slower than us, but yeah.
But the afterburner still works.
It damn well does. Oh, there you go. I can actually. That's where my things were. I think he just grazed my ass.
I don't even have to be afterburnering for him to just pass me right the fuck by.
Alright. Well, I guess that's why a lot of games put an upper cap on how fast you can move, so like this kind of situation doesn't happen. But I don't know. I figure you should be able to do it. Second, could be a complete asshole and just explode them, but
Maybe the acceleration rates for our little ship should be a little better.
I think they are, but in comparison, his is still comparable.
Like, really takes me a while to turn around, and I don't even even just going like 600, like meters per second. I'm assuming was what the unit is.
It actually isn't, but that's okay.
I'm gonna call it that because whatever.
Yes.
Even going to 600, it takes several seconds to spin around.
And that has nothing to do with it. If I make you faster, it will just take the same several seconds. That's the problem. That's why I need
acceleration.
That's the problem. The faster you go, you're going to put the same amount of effort in, unfortunately. And it's, like I said, it's a problem in the game called jousting, or at least what we call it, where you try to catch up, and you think you're catching up, but you can't really tell until it's too late, and you zoom right past them. And then you got to turn it back around, and you're doing it again. And that's the problem. And our ogre, you're going 1,000 feet per second. No one can catch up with you.
I actually didn't realize.
Yeah. And so that's why there's no battle going on.
Well, there was, and then I ran away from it.
Right. So, but that's the problem, is that there's no indicator to really show you that you're hitting way too fast, meaning everybody, not just ogre, and then that's why you can't engage. Ideally, you should just be going at full speed using afterburner sparingly, which is not what's going on.
I am trying to like keep an eye on, okay, what is ogre's speed, what is his distance, what is my speed, and try to like basically match, honestly.
Well, ideally we should group together, and if ogre's after burning away, just don't chase him. Just let him come back to us.
Yeah, I was literally chasing people. That's why I would end up going off the way I was. In this case, trying to get away.
And now he's doing 700 again, so don't chase him. Don't chase him. Let him come to us. Because then you're not going to be able to hit him at all. And he's going to like whiz right by us anyway, so...
How does target cycling actually work?
What do you mean?
Like, there's a bunch of people who are near me, but I couldn't change my target with T.
T's not target cycling. T just says give me the nearest target.
Okay, it still should have changed, but it didn't seem to be.
It's colon and semicolon.
Yeah, that cycles through targets.
It's not colon and semicolon. It's
Oh.
semicolon and what's it? Apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
Okay. Right, sorry.
Because colon and semicolon's on the same key, Paul. And I'm out of shots.
Apologize.
So, who wants to kill me?
I believe
I'll
I'll
do
do
it.
a favor.
Alright, I'll cut power. Have fun.
I'm out of shots too. Go ahead, ogre.
Do I have an ammo indicator anywhere?
No, that's one of the things I'm adding. It's not there. That's one of the things that's what's next on the agenda.
Out of respect, I'm not shooting at ogre while he's trying to, put Arthur and Ernest back in the game. Because, I figure technically the strategic thing for ogre to do is to ignore the people who have no ammo, but he's being a gracious opponent, so I'm not shooting him right now.
Did I get to kill somebody else?
Yeah, I just killed ogre.
Now, meanwhile, while he's hunting us, his shield's regenerating.
Which one are you?
I'm aware, but...
No, it should tell you ship owner. He's,
MFP3.
yep, that thing.
That's why.
Yeah. Alright. I'll repower up here.
I'm getting a good flight practice in just following ogre.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I really should be using my joystick for this rather than my mouse, but, the mouse is functional. So I presume you've done the mercy kills and we're allowed to kill you again?
No, I'm waiting.
Bumper cars.
Listen up, that ogre.
Somebody was shooting at me.
Paul.
Fall, because he
Beans.
can't understand the concept of a truce.
Oh,
Alright,
is
where
that
the
still
fuck
in
is
effect?
Ernest?
Yes,
Oh,
I
no.
kill
Until he
Ernest.
kills Ernest, yes, he is.
I got Ernest.
Alright, you got Ernest, so game on?
Yeah, I'm in his face. Alright,
I
Ernest's
just got
pilot is
Paul,
dead.
so it's good.
Yeah, I'm dead. Thank you.
Yep.
Alright, so game on then.
Exploded.
Okay, where'd you go, ogre?
It says once again that I've died 3 times.
Alright, I don't know why it's doing that. obviously. I'll fix it eventually.
Ah,
I didn't want you adding and then get through your shields and all.
did you? I thought you disabled Q. Let's quit.
No, I didn't. You quit out?
Well, I accidentally quit out.
Oh, well, there's the end of that.
You're still firing.
Because I was when I quit out.
Oh, I
Oh.
killed him.
Yep, Ernest got the kill, so... Alright, should we all quit out so we can actually play?
Sure.
Yep.
All right,
There we go. I'm out.
Alright, I'm out.
I'm out.
Well, I think we did a good thing here.
I
Meaning
enjoyed it.
That not only was it interesting, but it didn't crash on its own. We purposely got out. You know, I mean, to me, that's a milestone. Take it for what it is.
It also didn't crash when someone quit out either. A lot of times that was happening.
No, it was usually pretty stable about that, but...
I mean, can confirm I am enjoying myself.
Alright. So... I think that still works, I think. Alright, host up, by the way. Do you want to do cap ship on cap ship actions here? Do you want to try that, or do more King of the Hill?
I'm assuming you can't adjust any of the variables on the spot.
No, it's what you are when you enter the scenario. It is what it is right now. Like I said, it's at its fledgling point that it's actually functional, but it's not robust. Is the best way to put it.
Alright, Capship and Capship doesn't honestly sound all that entertaining.
Let's try it just for the folks at home.
Sure, fair enough.
Alright, so... I
We all
think...
set to Capship then?
Yes. The hell was that?
Sorry, I accidentally clicked on a Facebook story.
I mean, I see there's a kick button. Can I kick Paul?
I don't think I have that hooked up yet, to be honest. Ogre, I think we're waiting for you.
I am connected.
Excellent, sir. I think the code for this still respawns you, but if it doesn't, then oops. We could always do capture versus capture versus capture. I don't know how that would end up working, but yay. Okay.
So this is
Everybody
free for
gets
all?
to be a cap ship. This is a free-for-all.
Okie doke.
So I'm going to target whoever's nearest, which happens to be you, Jordan.
No, it's not.
Well, for me it is.
No, it's not.
I think it's interesting having the Spice of Doom. You're just fucking running.
Yes, I am.
Oh, God.
I hadn't got my bearings yet.
Your ball bearings.
Who is this coming towards me?
Alright.
That would be it. Ogre.
Alright, let's see if we can get some going here. Oops. Let's see what's going on here. Should actually like accelerate. Sure.
I think the Capship versus Capship, it actually benefits you to joust because you want to point your broadside at them.
It has to do with positioning of where the stuff is. There's no quote-unquote broadside per se.
Well, in this case, I don't really want to point my face at you.
It doesn't really matter, honestly.
Hmm.
I am definitely, thing about beams on shields is because they're not like the punch home stuff as much as the pulses are. But
No, this is definitely, I'm slowly microwaving you to death.
yes, that's also very true. But like your broadside's definitely got a harshing on it, for example. So I'm microwaving
I have a
you
feeling
too.
I'm getting double teamed.
Because you probably are. Considering
Okay,
there's-
so this is a problem with the constantly spinning thing. Is I can't actually tell. It's hard. It gets a little tricky to tell at a glance which of my sides is worse off. Because I'd like to turn my other side to you then.
Fair enough. Do you see the spinning version of yourself?
I see it. I've started to figure it out that it's my left side that's more harshed.
Okay, well then
So I
there
want
you
to
go.
turn my right to you.
I mean, it's like anything else.
Oh, hey, or we could do this.
Yeah, now we're humping each other. That's probably not helpful, but you have a whole
much
breach.
is
Oh, reactor down, reactor down.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Will I dream?
maybe.
No, you just die.
Oh, there
There's
you go.
no afterlife. Everything just goes black.
You're poofed. Okay. Is this set to all? Does it say that I killed you or no?
It sometimes takes a minute. I'll let you know if in a minute. If it
This
doesn't say
scenario
anything
may not, meaning I might not have coded it for it.
It does not. It's not bringing anything up yet. No.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, who died? Who's that?
Matt, look at me. I feel like I'm in a disco light show.
Where's Ogre?
Ogre's gone.
Oh,
Dead.
oh.
Because
That's dead.
basically what happens when two people are firing at you.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the remaining furball, which is Paul and Ernest. Okay.
Do me a small favor, kill them both.
I don't think it'll work that way because Jordan did
I don't
a
think
number
that's
on
a
me.
small favor.
Yeah, they're
Ogre.
both jumping me right now, actually.
So, Paul and Ernest have learned the temporary truce strategy. It wins you one match,
Oh,
but
they got
costs
me.
you the next one.
They got me. They got me. My reactor's down. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, this strategy will win them this match, but now next match, Ogre Arthur and I are going to kill them.
Alright, so at what point do I respawn everybody?
I mean, I guess we let Paul and Ernest murder each other.
Alright, Paul and Ernest kill each other.
I'm talking is lost on that. Yes, yes.
You guys,
Alright.
Based on these numbers, my money's on Ernest right now.
that's a good question. Ernest has worse shields, actually.
It'll be an easy
Paul's got
air.
better shields up. But I'm watching them go at it.
Ogre and I
Oh, I get it. Paul has damage spread across more of his shields.
Yes.
So I can see here through just this fight with you and me why the capture would want to have different weapons to cycle through.
Yeah. I mean, the whole idea is you go in the ship builder, you put the weapons on you that you like. These are just sort of generic. I mean, it's interesting watching these two go at it. Fortunately, I'm facing the right way to see it. But,
I'm not.
I am
I'm
very
I'm
far
flying out
away.
in space.
yeah, I'm still flying out in space, too.
I am so it's in feet. I'm 62,000 feet away.
Yeah, oh god. It's
I'm
gonna
just
take a while to
watching
come
the
back.
numbers.
I'm 25,000 and rising.
Alright,
Well, Arthur, you and I were pretty far away doing our own thing.
we were. Guess what I'm gonna do? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna declare both of you dead.
Works for me.
Yep.
But I was trying to strategize by like turning different
Alright.
segments of myself towards
Oh.
Arthur at different times.
You crashed or you came back in?
I respawned with way the fuck over here.
Yeah, no, I gotta change that code.
I am 60,000 feet away.
If you want, Ernest can host and I can alter the script, and so that when we play this, it will do the respawn stuff, and then I should bring you back.
Well, currently we could call this a test of, all right, you're very far away from a situation. How quickly can you get into it?
But
Without
not run
overshooting.
past it. Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to practice that.
Whoa! Somebody just ran right on past.
Yep, intentionally.
Okay.
Me and Paul seem to still be going at it right now, so don't know who's going to be joining in. I just see a disco light show going on right now.
Well, that's what's about, you know. There you
Okay,
go.
so it took me a minute, but I have managed to get into the engagement.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. It's not too bad.
So it amounted to I kept my velocity at about 1,500.
Yeah, Paul's afterburning away, so he's
Yeah,
running.
I'm screw it. I'm not going after anymore.
Paul,
Jordan,
don't run.
yeah,
You'll just die hungry.
What's up,
and
Art?
tired.
yes. Sounds like Jordan and I are kind of close again.
Oi, I'm here to kill Ernest.
Okay, I can appreciate that. I'll help you on that one.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm in
You're
the same.
very
I'm in
welcome.
the same boat, guys.
Oh,
Thanks for like showing
Oh, Paul, you're next. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
yay!
You will be serviced shortly.
I was starting to
A
feel left out.
representative will be with you shortly.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the only way to win a capture battle is like 2-on-1.
This is fucking fun to watch. I'm just looking
Can
at
you
all
imagine?
these beams converging on Ernest.
I was just gonna say, like, can you imagine playing this game on acid? You already got the laser show.
What's the range of the beam weapons?
Far.
These? Not that far. These are kind of short. I think these are about like 2,000 maybe. I mean, the original ones that animated were like 12,000. They like reached the point where you couldn't see the target. It's ridiculous. You know.
Mr. Sydney!
He's down to 70%, 76%. Look at those shields, man! Oh, he's got the holes. That's it.
Oh,
He's dead. He took out his cockpit, and then he goes boomies.
Not
Yeah.
kill Paul. Not kill Paul.
Oh, I'm already on it.
Oh,
Before
there's
you even
Paul.
said anything.
No, you're not wrong.
Run, bitch.
Good idea.
Oh,
Yes, run in a straight line.
Yeah, seriously. Run in a straight line with the afterburner people who can follow you.
yeah, we can follow him.
This game, definitely the setup encourages you to try and predict Paul, for example, try and predict Paul's vector and to afterburner in that direction.
Well, that's why you look at his line behind him, so you can see where he's actually going. Oh, he's getting some grinding. He's already down to 92, but his front's kind of he's got a bruised nose there.
That's because he keeps turning back around to give us a good shot.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. He's gonna get cut through there pretty soon, the way it looks at it. Shoot. Alright, let's see if we can do this here. Oh, yeah, he's glowing. Oh, he's pierced. He's got some hole breaching going on. Jeez, I lost track of him. There he is. Fortunately, my charge didn't. He's thinking about it. Fortunately, only his nose is really hurt. Yeah, look at him. He's like, his rear is fine, but his nose is just fragged.
I think he realized we're not letting him run away.
Yes.
So
Don't
he tried to
run!
fight.
Don't
That
run!
was a problem.
Pigs! You're all pigs!
Yep, pretty much.
You did say bless you.
Exactly.
You forgot to take out the receipt. Oh, what the fuck just happened there?
Hmm?
Just disappeared? Or did I reselect onto someone new accidentally? No, Paul's just gone. You blow up?
No, I'm still tracking him.
No, yeah, I'm tracking him.
I am
Where-
definitely not.
That's really strange. Is it the... I don't think sector... Did we jump sectors? don't
I
think
have
so.
distance to target -1, comma, pound J.
Alright, something really went bad then.
Maybe I need to get. Maybe you did. Maybe we did jump sectors. I'm assuming that means a new segment of the map.
Yeah.
Because I have his shield, but like I can. So like, I'm targeting him, right?
Yeah.
I don't. His velocity and distance to target are that code I just told you.
Mm.
I don't have an I have an icon for hole breach. I don't have an image of him in my hexagon.
Okay, what happens if you start scrolling through the others? Do you see us at all?
I can see you and Ogre just fine.
What about Ernest? Oh, he's dead anyway.
Ernest is gone.
Yeah, so that's...
Yeah, I'm floating,
That's dead.
floating through space
Yeah.
and time right now.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Let's see if I can target somebody and get close to them.
Huh. All right, let me see if I can target you at all. Yeah, you're out there. You're at full health.
Pretty fucking far away.
Yeah, you're 47, 48,000. So yeah, you're definitely not here.
But that shouldn't matter. I was 65,000 away from Paul and Ernest's fight and was seeing everything just fine.
No, you're not wrong. It glitched. I mean, I'm not saying this game's done or bug free,
Yeah,
because definitely not.
Paul does not exist for me right now.
Fair
Huh.
enough. Well, that's strange, but yeah.
Apparently, I'm targeting Arthur right now.
Yeah, no, you are.
Let me see if I can't find Jordan. There's punching bag. Hold on, I just got him.
I
I've locked onto
see
him.
Arthur and Ogre like they're ships, and they're clearly shooting at something, but that something is not visible.
All right, that's very strange.
So,
Paul's apparently been afterburnering.
Yes, he has been.
Oh no. I have Jordan targeted, and I'm noticing that my turrets don't seem to be going in any one direction.
all right, so Paul and I no longer exist for each other.
Huh. I wonder what happened. Something probably divided by 0 or something and screwed up the numbering system. What's weird is if you get a bad float number in the system, it doesn't blow, but it pollutes pretty much every single other calculation from that point forward. Because it's like a disease. Non-number times or doing anything with another non-number always ends up with a non-number and everything goes bad.
My shields are running thin.
88%? I don't think so.
Try Trojan condoms.
Oh boy. I mean, I'll respawn everybody once we kill Paul. Because,
Oh, I'm really far away right now. It doesn't matter.
Well, with Jordan having problems, it's not. We want to probably go out and come back in anyway. To be honest. Maybe we should play King of the Hill and everybody be rail ships, so we have a better chance of killing the cap ship.
I'm watching your OBS right now, and your screen is definitely different than my screen.
Well, we're two different orientations. What wouldn't it be? Or are you talking about the numbers, I mean?
Just the way the numbers and stuff. You can see everything in there.
Well, part of the problem is that the shield regen is probably out of sync. So that's part of it. Because armor is one thing, because armor doesn't regen, so it's pretty standard what's going to happen, but shields are kind of a little more black magic-y, if you will. I don't want to bet that. Ooh, up,
Oh, no.
something hurting. Someone boomies. He lost
Reactor's out.
Reactor's out. He's just like a
Oh,
flying,
I can see Paul again.
he's a flying corpse, and then he died.
Oh,
Excellent.
no.
That was satisfying.
Well, I think.
I could see Paul again right at the end.
Hmm.
It took me a
So,
while to get close enough to you guys. to
all
be
right. If
involved.
I just hit respawn on everybody, can you see
Okay.
Paul normally or no, Jordan?
I see Paul, I have Paul targeted. I can I can visibly make visible contact with him. I
Firing
can
to
shoot
go.
at him.
Oh, so he's within range.
I mean, yeah, I'm shooting at him now. Yeah, it's normal.
Oh, so we don't even have the exit. So everything's so it's just okay.
It took me a while to get back over to you. I was basically flying towards Ogre for a while.
But you can see Paul. You can see everybody else fine. Is what you're saying.
Let me just check Ernest.
Yeah, or that's a good question.
Yep,
Where's Ernest? There he is. 160,000. Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm doing about 5K right now.
Yeah, you are at that. Okay, well, so be it then.
I guess I just go down now.
Yeah. Remember, your earth thrusters are faster than just looking for your inertials to slow you down. Pardon me. Pardon me again. This will get a lot more interesting when people can start really designing their own ships and making really ridiculous designs. I mean, you can, but I mean,
everything always does.
yeah. But then people end up making designs that suit their gameplay needs, if you know what I mean. So imagine doing like heavy cap ship turrets, versus just beams beams. Although I think the beams kind of work for cap ships to a certain point, as long as it's turreted. But people will make ridiculous cap ships where they have all these heavy-duty forward-firing weapons, and they'll just punch through into someone because they're all the beams are going to be kind of close to each other, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
You don't look too healthy there, Jordan.
Yeah, I think I should move.
You're afterburning away.
Yeah, I'm going to tactically retreat and get a feel on the situation.
Uh-huh.
Which is a way of saying I'd like to know who the fuck has been shooting at me. And so I'm gonna wait to see who follows.
Oh, well, that would be me, Jordan.
Does the target cycle actually cycle back to the beginning, or do I have to like? Okay.
It's a full loop.
So I'm noticing if I'm.
Thank you for coming my way, Jordan.
I just see the green beam slowly getting closer to where he is. Just out of range, and then not. I see the beam slowly reaching out into the stars to try to envelop the Jordan.
Alright, you know what? I am not being double teamed.
Oh, you're going to be triple teamed, is that what you want?
Yeah, well, he's disappearing, so who's closest to me? So, Ernest, looks like you're closest to me.
Hello, Arthur.
Yeah, the thing about piloting capture, especially capture such as cap ship, it's its own way of fighting, if you will. Because you're not really lining up your nose. You're just trying to keep all your turrets on your target. Which admittedly, most of them can fire forward.
He's
Ooh,
back again.
that hurt you. I might have hurt you a little bit there.
At 48,000 feet, somehow you are hitting me a little.
Ooh. Your nose is definitely hurting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, you hurt me too. Got a little bloody nose going on. Oops.
I'm having trouble using these like target cycling keys.
Why? What happens?
This seems to be going like, I guess inconsistently. It's like it'll just go back to the when it was before, or just like that.
It might be a friend or foe. Well, it does. It cycles all the way through. That's what it's supposed to do.
Oh, I'm engineless.
Oh, well, that's a different issue. It'll be interesting who kills who's first, or this or me.
Yes. Like the intuition.
Almost there. 80%. I'm at 86%. So we were actually, hitting each other tit for tat, so to speak.
I finally just lowered the volume of the game itself. Now I can hear everybody.
Yeah, we did that
Right.
earlier in the game.
Hang on. Who's still alive?
Me.
I'm still alive.
I am Tom.
Are you alive, Ogre, or no?
I am, but I can't target Ernest.
Really?
Let me try. I can target Ernest. He's 62,000
Oh, he got
feet
me.
from me.
He got me. He got me. My reactor's gone. That's it.
Not done yet.
Not done yet.
Now I can target him.
It's a bug in the friend or foe. There I go. I blew up. Now there's a severe bug in the friend or foe system, and so it won't let you target someone that it considers an outright ally, and that's the problem. And because of that, you know, but what happens is because he killed me, it changed the friend or foe calculation, and so now he's targetable again. So the code's fine, the friend or foe's messed up, and I know that. That thing changes like a Christmas tree. Yeah. So I realized on the live stream that because it's gotten dark out, no one can see me at all.
I'm noticing that the grave key also seems to cycle through the targeting selector.
What, in the upper left?
Yeah.
There's a bug.
Oop.
I do not see anyone.
Jordan's still up.
I know, but I
Ogre's
can't.
still up. And that's
Oh,
it.
I have no fucking idea where you are, Ernest.
Oh, Ernest, yeah. Well,
FD3.
Yeah, I'm 80,000.
Alright.
I can't find them. I can't do circle. Oh, there we go. Got it. There we go. Found the little circle.
Don't run! Don't run!
I've stopped running. I was running for a bit, and now I've stopped. I needed some breathing room to spin around.
I need breathing room.
I was still looking for Ernest when you started shooting at me.
Yes.
Well, you zoned into my range. What do you expect?
I mean, you know.
As these things happen.
Wait a minute.
Alright, I'm gonna put some.
Is that another little blue
light
crosshair?
over
I think I see where Ernest is.
Yep, I am returning to the battle.
here. He's returning a champion. Yeah, I gotta put the code in for the auto respawn on this. But I was working so hard on the King of the Hill stuff. So what are people's opinions of the new monitors that are there?
They're doing a good job, I think. I mean, I'm finding them not difficult to look at and get an idea of what they're saying.
They might need to be reset. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's always tweaking to be done, but I mean, this is its first public showing, and so it's all about the feedback. You know how it goes.
I'm enjoying it. I like the. Definitely different than before.
Well, they're different, but that doesn't mean better. I will say that I think that the lines around the hexagon, if you will, are much more useful than the previous
If
way
you know
I
what
had
they
it.
are.
Yeah.
Oh, got Ernest. Got Ogre.
What's that?
Like you finished killing Ogre.
I didn't go after
Yeah,
it.
he's dead, literally. And now he's got boomies.
Yeah, I was dead. I hadn't blown up yet, but
Now you're boomy.
Alright.
I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom since I'm floating here dead anyway.
Well,
Maybe
there's
I'll
only two people
do-
are left: is Ernest and Jordan.
I'm not certain I could tell you how I won that fight against Ogre. Meaning that I'm not certain I could tell you like strategically what I did that was good.
Alright,
BRB.
I'm not firing yet then. This is really weird.
you probably just got lucky with the angle of more of the turrets able to hit me than me hit you.
Yeah, I was trying to focus on like specific areas of you and trying to keep those in sight as best I could, and I did notice that did seem to be working. But I don't know. But I don't, like you said, at least a portion of that must have been luck.
You're shooting at
Because
right now.
I have no idea how. Well, you're 40,000 feet away. You're not going to hit me.
Alright, should I just respawn everybody?
No, hold on a second.
No, we're closing in.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, actually, I need a bio break too, so it'll work well.
Okay.
Bag right in front of me,
Well,
and he's not here.
I mean, I can't turn. Although, I mean, I don't know if...
Hold on.
I'm tempted to turn on the camera so I can actually watch this, but I don't know what that would do.
That's it. I mean, I blew someone up. I don't know who it was. It said it was punching bag, but apparently it wasn't.
Well,
I mean,
you're
I'm
both
seeing
still
you run
alive.
around.
And you're both almost at max shield, so... Actually, you're both are at max shields.
I think, because I was following them. And
Well-
well, talking about Uber, and Jordan was still in the battle.
Jordan's afterburnering. He's going like 2,000.
Yeah. Ogre's the only one left on my screen.
Ogre's dead. He's gone. Or should be
Yeah,
gone.
but Ogre's the only one left for me.
Ogre, he just loves you. He's just declared it. It's the only one for him.
Yeah, only his shields are going down. That's really weird. Oh,
Yeah.
Never mind. Alright, let me just fly to this person. I want to see if it's Jordan. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, according to this, you're both close-ish to each other.
He's about 4,000 feet away.
All right, we should be able to hit each other.
I'm closing in carefully.
It's 27,000 right now. And I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see.
I don't know. Are
Oh.
you getting hit right now?
Yeah, I see you getting. I see you hitting him. I'm watching all the little sparklies on the monitor, which is kind of cool actually watching.
Yeah,
it.
Ernest, do you see yourself getting lit up?
No, actually, I did not.
I
Oh,
see
that's
you.
not
I
good.
see you lighting him up. Meaning,
Well, that's not fair. I'm not going to shoot a blind man.
all
No,
right.
I don't know, unless Ernest, have you become Daredevil recently?
I'm firing at someone else myself. I'm firing at
I don't
right
see
now.
you firing at all.
Just finish him off.
Okay.
Oh, let's see what happens.
I don't even see Ernest firing.
See, what's interesting is, oh, see now I see you through, and then I see you kill him.
I have a
Pilot
turn.
dead.
Now, Ernest, do you have a death on you?
Nope, I'm still flying around.
All right.
Well, he just stopped existing, so,
Yeah,
you know.
that's it. So,
Because I'm firing an order right now. Let me see it.
all right, I will respawn everybody.
Alright.
I have successfully won the rights to this rock in the middle of nowhere.
Yes. No, you're not wrong. So you're 100,000 feet away, and yeah,
I haven't been respawned yet if you reset.
I did hit the
Uh,
respawn.
I see Ernest. He lives.
Am I moving?
That's a good
I'm
question.
moving at full velocity.
I'm firing right now, too.
Ernest, just turn. So I see you
I
turning.
am.
Yeah, it doesn't show you turning. I guess you're not syncing into the system anymore, but
Desynced.
yeah, you're desynced out of the system.
I somehow got kicked out. There was a moment where it paused for a minute, and then it continued going.
I'd like to file a bug report. Ernest too easy to kill. He was real unsporting.
Something like that. I mean, he.
Please remove the code that says if Ernest then lose.
Something like that. Yeah, he's actually the closest guy.
On my screen over just leaves. There's no one left in the game.
Alright, yeah, you're definitely out of the.
I quit out.
Fair enough. I wonder if you're in a different sector. Oh, no, there they are. I see you. Now, I see you firing. Or maybe it's the guy behind you firing.
I'm firing at him.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I see him. Alright.
Yeah, he's flying in one direction.
Yeah, it's not. However or not, is he's
Don't
completely
ever
synced
call
out
me
of the
One
system.
Direction. I hate that band.
Oh, and now you killed him. You got him.
Okay, so this can penetrate those shields very quickly if, you know, they sit still for you.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
interesting to know.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's the point. As much as it's a complete pain in the butt, the way we do it, we're fighting each other the way we're supposed to. Okay. Someone quit out or something?
Maybe.
Because
You
now
wanna quit
everything's
out?
frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Alright, I am this host, and I am definitely frozen.
Ernest
Yeah, I
had
had
quit
a
out
moment-
like
Yeah,
10
I'm
minutes
frozen.
ago. Well, not 10
I
minutes
had a
ago.
moment where it froze, and then it went loose, and that's when everyone, I guess, disconnected from the game.
Oh.
Well, but by the way, at some point tonight, perhaps we should, for the stream, show that. Okay, now I'm frozen up. Show that whole, for all that we're flying around, barely scraping each other. That if you actually sit there and murder somebody, it happens.
Yeah, well, let's do that real quick. I mean, I quit out of the server.
Alright. I'll come back in.
So we have a choice of doing, I guess, King of the Hill, or the same thing, or any mix thereof. If you want to do small fighters versus cap ships, that might be interesting. We haven't done like fighters versus fighter versus fighter.
Sure.
If you know what I mean.
I'm back.
Now, interesting enough, you can do King of the Hill without a King of the Hill, which means you can do that and it'll auto respawn everybody.
Is the server up, Arthur?
Not yet. It will be up in about 3 seconds. It is now up.
But I was saying maybe we want to like just take 2 seconds, stick 2 people, and stick you in there with somebody, and show that you can just like the 2 cap ships, and show like if you actually get up on somebody or if they sit still, you can just murder them.
Fair enough. I want to see what happens. Let's try King of the Hill. Have 2 people be cap ships and see what. I don't know what's going to happen to the code, to be honest. It might work. It might not. It might end up that the second cap ship is considered the alternate, if you know what I mean, and therefore doesn't work. And therefore, one of the cap ships is the King of the Hill, and you don't know which. Or we can simply play all fighters, and there's no King of the Hill, but it will auto respawn you at least. Or we can try all cap ships again, and it should have been auto respawn.
All cap ships wasn't. It was interesting, more interesting than I thought it would be, but it wasn't that entertaining.
Fair enough. But then again, like I said, all cap ships, the way that design, we were all the same design. So it's a little different.
Okay, so the rail ship.
Yes.
That's the one that fires the pulses.
The auto C and the rail ship both fire pulses. It's just the rail ship fires them much slower, but the impact really hurts.
Okay, so it's slower but more powerful. All right.
Yes, where auto C is far more shots. Now Ogre's playing King. So are we doing King of the Hill, or what are we doing?
Sure.
Do we do 2 cap ships? I'll make another cap ship.
Well, the original I chose that when when you were talking about. Sorry about that.
No problem.
When you first were saying 2 captions, I went okay, and then the discussion was going on, so I stopped choosing a different one.
All right, so we're going to try 2 cap ships. All right, let's see what. I don't know what's going to happen. Ernest will probably be the King of the Hill because he's first on the list. And so Ogre will be the odd man out. So, but the Ogre can hunt down the other cap ship and become the cap ship. I think that's how it's going to work. Let's find out, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Bye.
All right. And those were all rail ships now. Let's see what the.
Oh, that's great.
All right, so let's target, and there's the Ernest. Ernest should be the King of the Hill because he's the first one on the list. But doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. It might have also reset because Ogre's last on the list, so it's the last one that actually is the same proper thing. Oh, I can't fire. Okay. Yeah, I'm not used to how slow the rails fire. Let me accelerate here.
Damn it, it took me out already.
Did you?
No, Ogre took my other ship out already.
Oh.
What? I didn't do anything.
What are you talking about?
No.
Are you in this little virtual world there, Ernest? Because it's sort of like...
No,
Are you in your own little world? Yes, but unfortunately I have to share with all of you.
Yes.
That's funny, I actually blew myself up.
How'd you do that?
Son of a bitch.
How'd you blow yourself up?
I didn't realize I had myself targeted, and I have 2 ships coming right now.
What?
Not even.
That's not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Yes, it is.
Alright, now I have...
He's connected. He says he's connected with multiple laptops.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. So you're actually playing 2 ships.
On my screen, it said it had
He's
more
trying to
art
flex.
targeted, but I blew myself up somehow. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that worked.
You're getting harsh a little bit there. You definitely killed me, though. Alright, should respawn me soon. Oh, there we go. You're still shooting at me already?
No, I wasn't shooting at you.
Well, someone is. One of the cap ships
If you
is.
run in front of my beams, I cannot be held responsible.
I am nowhere near your beam, sir.
The only people I've hit that I knowingly hit were the people who ran in front of me trying to kill Ernest.
I was already like way far away. Now, at this point, that's a little different situation, I'll admit.
I'll be honest, my piloting is not yet at the point where I can actually coordinate something like, where is Ogre compared to everyone else?
Yes.
You're all just dots on a radar.
I'm out of ammunition now, so I'm just gonna ram him.
Fair enough.
Does that actually do damage?
Oh,
No.
I am out of engines. That's nice.
Yeah, well, that's your reactor, actually. That just went down.
Oh, yeah, reactor there.
Alright, and he went boomies, according to this.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Punching bag killed me. Let's see what happens.
What did it say?
Punching bag killed me.
Yeah.
Ship.
Who was the king of the hill? Did anybody get switched?
No, I'm still a cap ship, so.
So it's
Alright.
Ogre.
So it's Ogre.
By the way, Ogre killed me.
Alright, so everybody kill Ogre because evidently he's the king of the hill. So it is the second one that's chosen as the king of the hill. Well, that answers that. I don't know, Ogre.
It can only get more confusing when Ogre or Ernest kill each other.
Yeah,
Hmm.
something like that.
I'm still out of ammunition. Can someone be kind enough to kill me?
Sure, Paul.
I was trying to, Paul.
I'll go get you.
I'll stand right. I'll put on the brakes and just stand.
Yeah, stand still. That's the easiest way to kind of die, honestly.
I want to see if I can actually be a little targeted.
Yay!
Okay, so 3 shots took out the pilot.
Well, all you gotta do is
But
get
I
a
was,
good hit.
in his face and, aiming.
Yeah, well,
That was interesting. So he'll respawn with the dead pilot, right?
I don't know about that. He'll respawn completely. He'll respawn with the dead pilot.
No, meaning I don't have to shoot him more.
Well, no, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, once he's dead, he's dead. Now, Ogre already nuked one of my weapons. And I
Okay,
got
it
my
says
engine, so that's the end of that.
I died one time. That's the correct number of times.
No, it isn't. You must die more.
Oh no.
No, I'm actually dead.
Oh, I saw that explosion. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it says Ogre killed me. Well, I see what you mean. It says I died 4 times. So I gotta figure out what's going on with that. I gotta see how the scripting engine handles the rays. It shouldn't be doing what it's doing, but it is. Which I realize doesn't mean very much, but there you go. Well, you look like 2 little black holes with the green, like, things holding each other together. Alright. Alright, oops, there we go.
So it's a light jousting, but honestly, this is just dogfighting.
Well, that's the point. It's a space game, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like I'm commenting on the previous talking about jousting. I'm saying there's a light jousting, but that's more of a dogfighting. So I'm just commenting.
When you're dogfighting, it's fine. Like I said, the afterburn should only be used a little bit, not okay. I'm just gonna slam on it like Ogre's doing right now.
Well, Ogre is trying to leave.
I was in the middle of everybody. Who's fighters? What do you do at a cap ship? You get the fuck
Oh,
away.
I'm not criticizing.
I am.
I am commenting. Arthur's the critic.
I am.
Look,
But I just watch the beam slowly get into his range.
The problem is I don't want to be the first one to get over to Ogre. Of course, this creates a conundrum because the first person to get close to Ogre is the person who's going to die.
not necessarily.
Yeah. So where he has decided to be targeted.
I could have had fun at that point. All 3 of you guys are right in front of me. I could have just targeted you instead of Ogre.
Well, that's always true, yes.
Oh, there go my engines. I think Ogre got a glancing shot.
That's all it takes with a cap ship. There it is.
There are my weapons, and there's my reactor. Alright, Ogre, I'm gone. Alright, just for fun, let's see what the text
there
says.
goes the Ogre.
Let's see what happens. Cap ship on cap ship.
Oh, now it says I died 5 times, so I think just picking a random fucking number.
Yeah, I died 2 times.
Yeah, the thing's a little different.
Is Ogre back as a cap ship? Yep.
Well, because you switched. So who said it was the king of the hill?
You are the king. I am the king of the hill.
Alright, so now... Alright, then you have to now die.
Alright. I'll stand still just to test it.
Alright, then let me kill you then. Where are you? Oh,
Brakes
you're back
are
in
on.
spawn, so you're way the hell far away.
And watching the ship trail just suddenly like veer off in another direction.
Yeah, well, like I said, there's a lot of polish that still needs to be done about this. I'm not debating that. Oh, there he is. Alright,
I
you're
wasn't
42
expecting
clicks
Ernest to
out.
start accelerating when I, was all afterburn so hard to reach him.
Well, definitely the battle definitely drifted. I really should have it that when you die, it doesn't just respawn you where you are, that it sends you right back to the beginning area. If you know what I mean. And it's not hard to do, it's a couple lines of code, and the server controls it, which means I could do it right now, believe it or not. Whee! And I overshot you because I'm a schmuck. Alright, slow down, Arthur. 3, 2, come on. There we go. Now more under control. Okay, so I should be able to just walk up to you and just pop you. Alright, Ogre. Let's see what happens in this just capture versus capture. That's been the only thing that's been going on here. It's an interesting deflection. There we go. And now I'm the king of the hill.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Alright, well that worked the way it was supposed to. Now if someone actually wants to legit kill me, that's okay.
You heard it here, folks. Arthur wants to die.
So who's the other... Ogre's the other capture, of course he is. Well, that shows two things. One, the code is okay with more than one cap ship running around. And two, it takes the last cap ship, the last player who has a cap ship, being in order, as the king of the hill.
And 3, that we need a King of the Hill marker.
Yes. Well, like I said, these are additions you only learn when you play it. You know.
Right.
That's not a bad thing.
Hello, Arthur. I have stuck my face in your ass with which to shoot.
Mm-hmm. So should I kill other, guess I should kill other players then. And there goes the Ernest. There goes the Ernest.
Yeah, I'm out of ammo, so go ahead and take me out.
Yep. And there goes the Paul. I mean, though we're, Jordan's just disappearing.
Well, I knew I was next.
Okay. Fair enough. Oh, they got me. It's probably Ogre.
Yep,
Yes.
After
Now
several...
I am king of the hill.
And you were king of the hill, and you gave
So
me a
just
cap
an
ship.
interesting note, when you're targeting the King of the Hill, it retargets onto the next King of the Hill. And that's good.
Yeah, because it's actually the same ship internally. It's not retargeting, it's just actually getting healed. So this is Ogre killed, disabled you, you died 4 times. So I was like, okay, whatever. But I got his cap ship, so it doesn't matter. You do realize Ogre does make you a kind of a primary target.
Yeah.
That's good for I mean, the cap ship being the primary target is good for his teammates. Except we're not a team.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to eventually do other scenarios where you have, you know, bases on either side of space, and you gotta guard and protect it, and not get it blown up. And so, sort of a capture point, for lack of a better term, but you blow up the capture point. So there's a whole bunch of scenarios I want to do. I just want to make sure the King of the Hill scenario actually worked, and now it does. So a lot of other things can now happen, is the intention. So I intend to improve on the HUD spot at the HUD space here. Eventually, the intention is once Matt gets the asset screen really going, we're going to be planet side building cities and making our own ships on the ground, and then using that to kill each other. You know, we can.
Man, I cannot catch up to this fight.
We're not even moving that fast.
Yeah, we're not really.
It's not
honestly.
that you move that fast, but it's that it's hard to get a right vector. Like, I'm starting to get in.
That's what she said.
What she said is I can't feel it.
Or that's not it.
Oh, Shimoto.
There we go. That's
I'm being good.
I really
Well, it's a live
this
stream. They're
is-
actually hearing everything we're saying, you know.
That's why I'm being good.
I know. I'm trying to cut down on my swearing a little bit.
Yeah, I've
Oh no, I
sworn
was
too
gonna go
much.
worse than swearing.
I know, but meaning like we're all trying to be good a little bit.
I'm not succeeding very well, but yes.
Well, we're
Ogre's
still
still
us.
up, but I mean, my God, you've got massive holes in your shields, man.
Oh, I'm engineless.
God damn it. I think it might honestly help me to just completely stop and reorient. I think sometimes you start to get some weird extra vectors on your movement if you've been trying to boost around trying to catch up to a fight.
It's just you don't understand what your vector actually is.
That's what I was gonna say, so you can get some weird vectors, so sometimes it helps to just completely fucking stop
Yeah.
and then go from there.
It does, I won't debate that. Like, for example, right now I'm trying to catch up to Ogre, and he's definitely afterburner trying to get the hell out of Dodge, and
Actually,
I am
wasn't.
going
I'd
too
I'd
fast.
stopped already.
Really?
It says, yeah, it says your velocity's 1200, dude.
1300.
I had stopped. I sped back up when I saw you were like your beams were hitting me.
As one does.
I think the range might be slightly longer than 2K.
Yeah, that's possible.
Since I think you were hitting me at like 5.
No, I don't think I'm that
4,
far.
6, I think.
I don't think
It-
I've been hit at
Alright.
further out than
Do you want to test
But the
this?
beams
Or
were
we
hitting
talk.
me, I
We
think.
call a truce and we back up, and well,
Okay,
you're already
yeah.
dead.
Sure, yeah, truce.
All right, well, we already
Oh,
died.
well.
So, but okay.
someone died.
Well, I got him, evidently.
So
So,
now you're king of the hill.
I am king of the hill. I'm asking to be evidently. I'm asking to be died here.
Alright, well, so I'm
All right,
gonna...
Ogre, we're 5k away. All right, so let's stop. I'm cutting power. So
I
you cut.
can't stop.
Okay.
You can't stop.
No, remember that thing I told you about with the joystick?
Oh.
Hello,
Okay.
punching bag.
All right. Then
Am I hitting you?
don't shoot me. Let me.
Wait, were you getting hit?
I don't think so. Fire again. Yes, I'm getting hit. So it's definitely 5,000.
That's 4.3.
Well, that's 4.
Okay, that's you,
It
Jordan.
was 4.3 when I fired and you were getting hit. So
All right, that might be 5,000 then. Let me get
yeah, I'm thinking.
further away from you. All right, we're at 5,000 right now. 56,000.
I don't know if I'm still seeing the beams as just about hitting me.
Yeah, but
Up
until
to
you see the
6.
Sparkies, it won't matter. All right, you're at 7 right now.
Oh no.
Let me close in on you. Yeah, you're hitting me at 6.
Yeah.
All right, well, so I think they're probably closer to 6 then. All right, fair enough. Okay, game on. So whoever's going to kill, I'll see who else. You're still the closest target. No one else is in range.
Yeah, because you went right back to spawn. Like, after you kill Ogre, you just disappeared.
Because we went back to spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is not anywhere near us.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, Ogre, you're the only target. Besides, I think you want to be king of the hill again, because, yeah. So we're just going to trade cap ships? Is that the idea here?
I mean, I'm playing a new game, which is I've decided I would like to fight with Paul.
Uh-huh. It'll let you, obviously.
Yeah. Of course, I didn't tell Paul we were doing this until after I started shooting at him.
Okay, fair enough. Well, probably the thing with the beam cap ships is you got to figure out where the
Eyeball.
optimal spot is to keep the turrets
no.
turning on the person.
I like how I can still keep on steering and shooting after my pilot is dead.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So should not be happening, but what else is new?
Oh, I've done it a few times now, too.
Oh no, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm saying that there's definitely a bug in the game. How the hell did I get an yellow ogre? I got him. Huh. I guess
Were you going full speed?
Not Afterburner, if that's what you mean.
No, but you were going 280 or whatever.
Yeah. I think I bumped you a little bit. It should respawn you. Should we go hunt them? Let's go hunt them.
Sounds like more fun.
Yeah, I think you're right there. All right. Well, they are there. Okay. They're about 50k away. Let's go over there and start eating fighters. I think that's a plan. Would you like to join me?
I like this plan.
Yes.
I'm happy to be a part of it.
So am I.
Just gotta figure out about when to slow down.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going too fast. I'm like 25, and all right, I'm gonna slow down now. I'm gonna go right on past them.
I hit like 21, and I was further out than you are, so hopefully.
Yeah.
Whoa, I see green lights sparkling away.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Ernest and I have been fighting each other.
Yeah.
We're both kind of harshed.
Well, you know what they say.
Oh, got
it's
Ernest right in the reactor, and then he shot me in the cockpit.
No, that was just I
Phrasing?
got you.
Yeah, something like that.
Someone got you, not me.
Oh, death. Yeah, you're right. That's a harshing. That's definitely a harshing.
Punching bag killed me.
Oh, Paul shot me,
Oh,
but I managed to nail Ernest in the reactor.
Is that what you're calling it now?
All right, so now we're fighting Arthur and Ogre.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I mean, yeah.
Man, I am just...
oh, I'm engineless, and then I am weaponless.
You are, sir.
Then I blew up, or I'm dead.
You're dead. You haven't blown up yet, at least. But there we go.
All right, Jordan's somewhat close-ish.
Jordan is in range of our beam weapons.
Yes!
Oh, pilot's dead.
Yeah, you are in range of our beam weapons. That's most unfortunate. Yeah, now you will go boomies.
Paul's also in range of our beam weapons.
Well, yes,
Running
he
away.
is.
Running away.
I don't think it'll matter. Oh, he's getting out of there, though. Give him credit. Yeah, he's out of range
Don't run!
now.
Don't run!
Pigs! You're all pigs! Yeah, that's not happening.
Ernest is here, though.
He is!
Arthur
He is.
ran off on me.
I'm slowing down.
Or he was.
Well, he wisely is going, F this!
Oh, no, that's because I was chasing Arthur. He hit like 1,500.
Oh.
I'm hearing the garage door, so I'm gonna go say hello.
Hello to my little friend? And he's out of range.
Well, that got me.
I'll be back.
Alright, sir. Well, it says I got you, Ernest.
Yeah, you did.
You have two?
What's that?
Or you respawned?
I think I hit E or R.
Oh, E's well, what'd you do?
I see terrain. Lots of terrain.
Oh, no, you hit Y. Yeah, that did it. I should probably disable those in multiplayer. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah. Alright.
Ooh, hull breach.
Oh, didn't realize I was going that fast.
So should we exit Ogre and come back in? I don't think Ogre flying back off all the planets is going to do anything for him.
I just watched myself as fun in the distance.
Although it says you're close, Ogre, but I know you're not.
I already quit out.
Oh, well, that'd do it.
Oh, I got no weapons. I got no.
Yep. Do you have no weapons? It says,
No, I have weapons.
you have weapons.
Now I have no weapons.
Now you have now you have no engines. There's a little difference.
I have no engines either.
Yep. All
It's
right.
telling me Arthur has no engines, but that's clearly not true.
Yes. You're doing a good maneuver there. There we go. Now I'm actually hitting you.
Oh no, I want none of that. I want none of that. I want none of that. Ah.
And I got your engines, so there you go. We got you. Paul's nowhere near to be seen. Ernest is somewhat close by-ish.
There we go. You're not even in range.
Well, you were for a brief second, and now I killed your engines.
You went in my range to my weapons.
So, should I quit out Soger and everybody else and join back in?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, sir. Alright, so I exited out.
How late are we going?
We've been 2 hours. We can cut here, or we go for another hour for one try. Do you want to try just fighters versus not have cap ships at all?
Sure. Maybe a round of that.
Yeah.
And then I think it's time for dinner.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I mean, that'll be a little bit more interesting because then having different fighters will make a difference. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Meaning beam fighters and stuff like that, because you're not trying to blow through shielding that's way too big. The whole idea is the shielding's supposed to be ridiculous, and so you're supposed to kind of swarm on the cap ship, which does eventually work, but yeah. So server is up.
I was attempting Wolfpack tactics. Every time one of you focused on me, I got out of there.
Yeah,
No, I waited for you guys to start shooting at someone else, and then I came back, and I was getting a lot of shots in on you, Arthur, at the end, because you were playing with Ernest.
Ernest was my play toy.
I was real confused when a marker came up for me that said your engine was dead. I'm like, he hasn't stopped moving at all.
Yeah.
So bug. For some reason, it told me your engine was dead.
No, if your engine's dead, it doesn't mean you're not moving. It just means you can't control anything.
But you were clearly still maneuvering, getting around, and you were not dying.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be a heavy beam ship because why not? So, are we waiting? Ogre, are you coming back in?
Yes.
Okay. Paul may be at the door.
Yeah, I think Paul's taking care of something real quick.
Ogre, curiosity, how long does it take you to get in the game? Is it still that slow as before?
I believe so.
Okay.
It's longer than it should be.
There's a setting now where you can turn on and off hyperthreading, by the way. So you can actually change all that.
Yeah, but it didn't look like it was actually that, though.
No, that really wasn't. I mean, not based on the log. I don't understand why you're having that issue, but yeah. Now you're running Windows 10, right? Or 7?
10.
Okay. Now my laptop runs 10, but it doesn't have the problem either. But it's also a different processor.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. It's one of those like Spectre patch things, maybe. Are we waiting for Paul?
I'm on an i7 myself, so.
My desktop's a Xeon. The laptop's an i7. Ogre, I believe, is on a Xeon.
Oh, okay, Xeons.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
Which, hey, should be doing all this better.
Yeah, no, I'm not debating that.
Next week I'll be able to try it on a Ryzen processor.
That's a good point.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, join in quick, if you would, please. We're just doing fighters.
Yeah, I'm swapping out my server for I have an old server that I had to repair temporarily. So So I bought a Ryzen chip for it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I guess as a curiosity, since it's going to spawn us just where we fall. Is there any way for you to actually look at the location data, Arthur, and look at the data like where we start versus where we are when we stop playing? Just because it's interesting to see exactly how far we drift over the course of combat.
Yeah, no, because you can actually look at yourself, actually. There's a thing called RWM netlog, and you can see everybody's positions as we're sending it to each other.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
So maybe throw that up somewhere as a fun fact after we're done. In the fight, as a group we drifted blah blah 1,000 meters.
Mm-hmm. All right, Paul. What? Okay, there you go. Yeah, I really should activate the whole ready buttons on the right. They do work, but they just toggle. They don't do anything. It's not enforced. And I should allow you teams and ranks, and like I said, it's a work in progress, but at least it's functional now, which I'm happy about. Okay, this should be interesting. We got a bunch of rail ships, an autocannon ship, and you got what you got. No switching. Going once, going twice. Going in. Alrighty, sir. So let's see what happens. T. And it looks like Jordan's my first target.
But could you not?
Alright.
It's weird. Like, my first target is Ernest.
Well, it just is, so I'll go after Paul.
No, what I mean is that, like, how come I am the closest person to you, but Ernest is the closest person to me?
I don't know. Da, 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 da. Well, you ran into each other. I don't even know if he's in range yet. Alright. See, I think I have someone targeted and I don't have them targeted. Oh.
Alright, Ernest has died.
Alright. Alright, that was a bad idea on my part. I thought this was who I was targeting, and I'm not targeting them. Okay. Oh. Clipped him a little bit. Oh, got Paul.
Oh, I have no engines.
You do not, sir. Let's see if I can kill you before it respawns you. We're technically dead, but you're not dead. Now you're dead. Woo! Flew through your thing. Now I assume it's going to respawn you, yes? Yes, you just respawned. So it proves we're going to play a little bit of honor and not just simply kill the same person that you just killed, waiting for them to respawn through that spawn camping.
I mean, that makes sense.
So I will change targets. It will not be Paul. It will be...
Ernest? Or is Ernest, are you alive?
He's seen better days. No,
well, I mean,
he's
like, I haven't heard him talk in a while.
That's true.
And he has not moved.
He might have had his stuff drop, so yeah. Alright. Ogre, I assume, is still in, yes?
Yes.
Ah, that's a shame.
Got your engines.
So those beams have some serious fucking range.
They do.
Yeah, not as good as they used to.
You were hitting me before I even had a targeter on you.
Well, that's true. Comparison.
Like it wasn't giving me the where to aim.
Fair enough. Wah! I love flying through someone's explosion. It's just kind of fun. Alright. Ow. I'm definitely the ow. How did you do that much damage and not kill me is beyond me, but there you go. And there's... Oh, there you go. Someone got me. I guess I'll know who killed me when it respawns me. I have reactor damage and now I'm blowies. Paul killed me. Fair enough.
I can't... T isn't targeting anybody.
Didn't just scroll through.
Sometimes it doesn't, do a retarget with T.
The problem is that the friend or foe is really screwed up, and if it thinks, because it keeps on randomly scrambling, and if it randomly says, oh, everybody's your friend now, you can't target them. Because it's target nearest enemy. You know what I mean? And so that's just kind of one of those, yeah, that's not helpful. I don't think Ernest is doing anything. He's not moving, he's just sort of sitting there, and...
He's also not talking.
That too. So yeah, so he's just sort of sitting in space. Alright, I just got messaged. So I just mentioned my stream was good. Oh!
Oh no, I
Kathleen was
can't
mentioning.
move.
So, Kathleen likes it.
Jordan blew me up.
I sure did.
Alright. So I'll get back in the fight. Well, you guys are doing that. Yeah, you're nowhere near things, so I can go come get you guys.
What's the range on the autocannons versus the railguns versus the beam weapons?
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to ask Adam off the top of my head. I'd have to look at the specs. I know Adam was trying to make the DPS the same and the range the same, so they should be relatively equivalent, but doesn't mean they are.
Yeah, I don't think they are.
Yes.
You gotta get...
Or the targeting calculations are really off.
Targeting calculation can also be a little difficult to find. Like,
No,
I know it's another thing to program in, but we could use an indicator of like your targeting, calculator is over there.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay,
actually on the list
second,
to do
Jordan.
things,
Jordan,
actually.
Okay.
It is on the list. Yeah, I jousted way too fast on this one. That's bad.
So I was just jousting at Jordan. So we're going straight at each other.
Yep.
1,000 meters out, they suddenly appeared. If that's based on range of the weapon, that's one thing. If it's targeting something else, it should probably be further out.
There's a lot of validations that need to be done. I'm not debating that.
How far away am I?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I have
Just
a similar...
respawn.
Oh, wow, who the fuck is shooting at me?
Moi?
I had stopped, playing much because Ogre had told me to hold on a minute.
Oh,
Right after you killed me, you stopped.
oh, I'm sorry. I did not. I was not aware of that.
Killing you, Ogre.
All right, is it game on or game not? Tell me now. Game on.
I'm ready.
All right, that's one I should be sure of.
I'm ready.
Not trying to. Really, you're after burning the fuck away? Or fine.
I didn't know where you were.
I was beaming your ass.
Yeah, but I just finished. I've been watching Ogre because I just finished killing him, so I couldn't see you. The best thing to do if you have beams coming out of nowhere is just to get out of there.
I'm already
back.
dead.
You already did what? Yeah.
I managed to instant crit on Ogre's engine.
Ah,
Yeah, he did.
fair enough.
It was a glancing blow, even. That's what pisses me off.
Here comes Paul.
I think that's supposed to be realistic. I don't really know how I feel about it, honestly. I don't really feel accomplished because it was luck.
That's
But
what
it
happens
does
in
feel
battle,
realistic.
and you clip the engine just the right way. That's not. So what are you piloting?
The autocannon.
Okay. I mean, that does happen. You can sit there and pound on someone that doesn't do anything, and you hit them just the right spot. That is luck. It is battle. That's not You know, if you were doing all the time, that'd be one thing, but yeah, I'm not doing very well here. It's hard to get
I
into
can't
that,
even
like,
get into this fight. People are literally flying in circles around me.
yeah. All right,
Oh no, I'm immobilized.
I finally got Paul again. Oh, well,
Ooh,
somebody's got me.
gotcha.
Yep, you got me. So I got Paul and you got me.
Where did Ogre go?
Where did who go?
I don't know where Ogre is. One of life's scarier sentences.
That's probably very true. I see Ogre, and he's not close. Paul, and I guess I should pay my respects to Jordan. He's jousting.
Oh, there goes my engine.
Yep, I gotcha.
I think one balance thing,
Mm-hmm.
at least if you're doing fighters versus fighters,
Yep.
railguns are not going to work.
Yeah, no. Well, that's just your choice of weaponry.
I tried them, and it's
They suck. Okay, I can appreciate that.
the beam weapons do too much damage.
I thought those were complaining they did too little damage. Now, mind you, we're playing with heavy beams. I'm not debating that either.
Well, I was also going to say, when I was upset before that Jordan took me out with a glancing shot, he literally wiped over me with his beams just constantly firing and managed to, like...
I'm not using beams.
What is me? Or it wasn't you. You hit me with other beams, but I've hit before by some of the shit. It's unpleasant.
Alright, do you want to exit out and select a different ship?
No, I'll keep doing it for now. It's just...
Okay, well, I mean...
It's like... The beams have, like... I've noticed the glancing ones have done too much. Yes, you're right. Jordan's was a... You are using the autocannon, you're right.
Yes.
But other ones have been like, how did I got glanced at? How much damage did it do? Like that. I think I just got glanced by beams.
Yeah, you're being beamed at.
Yeah, but you're not dead. You're still not dead. You're still fully viable.
Because the person firing can't hit me for shit.
Oh, and Paul's dead. I have saved your life, Ogre.
No, he was already dead. I'm watching it. He's already dead.
I tried to save your life, Ogre. I've avenged your death.
I killed Ogre just after you killed me because I could still keep the firing button going.
Yeah, that's a problem. Is that his pilot died, but he kept shooting.
Well, I died and I fell forward onto the fire button.
Okay.
Yes.
So, his first swipe across me.
Yes.
So the beam ship's got that circle in the center, and then the 4 pod circles around it. Most
The
of
beams?
armor...
No, the pulses do.
No. Paul had the beam weapons.
Okay.
Most of the underside armor on the middle section got wiped out from him sweeping across me once.
I'm using the heavy beam ship.
That's why I said he's a... if he hasn't killed me yet, it's because he sucks.
Well, fair enough.
Because literally, it was like, he did that in one wipe and then barely touched me. It's like...
A lot of it also has to do with how poorly I've designed the ships, too.
That's possible.
You know, one of the next big things I want to do is update the auto builder to do armor thickness, which Adam's been complaining about this entire time, versus just armor number.
Adam's been complaining about the thickness, huh?
Yeah, yes, he has. Because you really can't judge how much damage, how much armor you really should have. We're trying to figure all that out, and it's not distributing it right. And I'm trying to. There's
I
fixes
thought we
that need
weren't
to be
spawn
done.
camping.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
it.
killed me twice. And in fact, when I respawned, you were already shooting at me.
Don't worry, I'll go after Paul now.
Yay! I'm gonna go check the water because I started some water on the boil.
Oh, that doesn't work that way, Paul. I still see you firing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
in GTA.
All right, something. It's locked. Oh, came back. Someone crash? Hello?
I mean, I'm
I'm
still
fine.
moving.
I'm still here.
I'm here.
Alright, did everybody get that network glitch? Or no?
Nope. I was in the middle of respawning, so I might not have noticed.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm immobile.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Where
get
the
you that time.
fuck are you, Ogre?
That's a good question. I see you.
Distant.
Oh, yeah, he's distant. Is that purposeful or?
I was checking something for work, so I just figured I'd fly off in a direction.
Oh, okay.
Alright then.
Oh, that. So if he's over there and you're shooting at my ass, that means you're a free target.
Yeah, well, I've had a minute to be alive now.
All right, well I'm dead now. You got my engines.
Where'd you go, Paul? You're next.
Yep.
10,000 feet away.
Yep.
There you are. I see you now.
I see you. Alright. Alright. I love how you're both like kind of circling each other, coming in for the kill there. I am definitely not in a good angle. But with beams it may not matter as much. Oh, he's engineless. That's it for him.
Do you see your own trailing like white stream?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Why?
I was like, wait, somebody, because I heard beam weapons, so I started looking around and I'm like, okay, I see a trail, and started following it. I'm like, I'm just going in a circle.
Well, yeah, that is how it works actually. And now I'm just going in a circle around with Jordan. This looks very strange from the outside. What's interesting is, from my angle, you're actually flying sideways.
I am real hard on that. Just side swiping to turn.
Yeah. Well, they got a few hits on each other, not enough to kill each other, but oh, yeah, you actually took out one of my weapons.
I'm getting. You're barely hitting me at any point. I'm getting solid shots on you. Oh! That's the best way to end that fight.
Kill! Simo kill! We both nuked each other's
engine
engines.
kill.
Yep.
So technically we both just drift here until we get rescued.
Yep, pretty much.
Shouting rude things over the comms at each other. Red bastard.
Bastages.
Yeah. What is this section of here?
So
How far? Well, we drifted pretty far from each other too.
Yeah, it was 10,000. Alright, I'm not shooting you, you're not shooting me, we're going to have to go after Paul.
Okay.
So how exactly do I find you guys?
I don't know.
You're
You went
40,000
really far.
There you
away.
fucking are. No, the only target reticles I could see on the screen was what's it called? Ernest.
Yeah, well, you're not. I intend to fix a lot of
No.
that, especially on the radar and on other things, so it'll be a lot easier. It's just, I was getting the new monitors up first. And now, so there's a lot of creature comforts that I intend to add.
Arthur is. So there's this tendency definitely to just start spinning as soon as someone starts shooting at you.
Yeah, well, because I'm targeting Paul, and...
I'm back now.
Who have we been shooting at?
Yeah, what do you mean you're back now?
I was actually checking the water that I started for the pasta.
You're going in circles!
He must have just left his mouse on the side of the screen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my gods.
Alright, so it's a problem that we were having so much trouble hitting him, and the moment he actually took control, you killed him.
Yes.
That says something about your ability to catch up to our ability to catch up to a literal predictable target. That
We
needs to be
didn't
changed.
know!
Wait, you guys
But
were
that's-
trying to get me?
We were trying to get you and fail it.
Wow. All right, so Ogre's shoot, he's close. All right, it's like, where's Ogre? Oh, there's Ogre. All right. Now, should I interfere in this battle here?
Only if you kill Paul.
Paul's already dead.
Not Paul, Jordan.
Jordan?
Kill
Alright.
Jordan.
Alright, there's Jordan. Wow. The harsh in Jordan, but not enough to kill him.
I got a glance on the engine.
That's all it takes.
Thing from Paul, but we'll see what the report says.
Alright, well, I've been shooting at you, so...
It could be either of you.
It only credits the person that actually destroyed an item, not taking a glance. Now, you're weaponless, so someone's still shooting at you. So whoever is...
Yeah, Paul. Paul killed or disabled you.
Yep.
No,
What?
that's not right.
That was
That's
Paul.
not right.
Paul who got that glancing shot that took out my engine.
No, it's just a matter of Paul just continued firing at you, and you didn't destroy
No,
yourself
I
yet.
was firing at him
Ernest
with the
was.
railgun.
Oh, sorry, Ogre was continuing to fire me.
With the railgun.
No, it was definitely Paul who got that. It was definitely a laser that took out my engine. I knew it was you or Paul.
Oh, damn it! See, I didn't realize who I'm shooting at. I think I'm shooting at one guy. I'm not really actually shooting at him. So I actually hurt Ogre. Sorry. And where's Paul?
Run away.
See,
Run away.
I keep thinking the one guy's a different guy, and that's what I'm shooting at, and it's not doing that. So yeah.
Gotcha, Paul.
Oh no.
All right. Ah,
Gotcha.
someone got me.
I gotcha. Oh, someone just took me out.
It's glancing blow too to get into it. That's all it takes though sometimes. Got my engines.
Hello?
Yes. Downstairs in the garage.
Yep.
Ogre killed me.
Yep, Jordan got me.
Yeah. With a busted ass ship.
You're not wrong. Alright, who's closest? Paul evidently is closest.
Okay,
Can I
Ogre, I'll fix that
afterburner?
ship for you.
See, I thought we'd agreed not to go after the people. See, I can't agree not to go after you if you come after me. It kind of goes against the whole spirit of the thing.
So, okay, so do we want to do a I'm alive, 3 count? Because the problem is, like, the spawn camping. That doesn't mean you don't want to immediately get back into a fight with somebody.
Pick somebody else.
Yeah, I always pick another target. So once you kill someone, pick another target, so not him.
That's the point, is that
No.
I turned around and shot at Ogre who had just killed me.
Right.
It's not legit. That's not illegitimate because that's a spawn capping.
It kind of is. If I'm looking for a new target, I haven't moved away yet. He respawns and shoots my busted ass. It's the same fucking thing. It's essentially agreement against gentlemen. Okay, I've killed you. I'm not going to shoot at you. I turn around. You shoot me in the back.
All right,
That's
so no
exactly
revenge
what that
kills and no spawn camping.
Yeah,
Okay,
they go together.
fair enough. I'm gonna go kill Paul.
All right, so I just killed Paul, so I have to kill Jordan for the most part. Okay. And Ogre, your ship has looked better.
Oh, I'm fully aware. I've only got two guns currently. Wait, is this like a BattleTech? So now I've got extra ammo for the 2 that I still have?
Unfortunately not, no.
That's bullshit.
But you should add that.
Only if you have an ammo thing. How the hell? I don't know how I survived it. I did.
I don't know either.
Wow.
Okay, I see a bunch of holes on your face, but I don't think I shot into any of the holes.
No, you shot into the
Yeah.
holes, just not enough to kill it. And I killed your engine, so that's all it takes. Now you're allowed to finish them off just for the satisfying boom.
Well, the problem with that though is last time you were going and finishing me off, you were still shooting at me when I respawned, and so I took immediate damage.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
Sorry about that. I had to go tend the shop.
All right,
You
I
can
can
go what
appreciate that.
shopping?
What's that? I'm at the shop right now. One of the guy that works today called off.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Fair enough. I was wondering why you were kind of like still out there.
No, I saw it right back. I guess no one heard it.
Yeah, no noticed.
Oh no, I'm getting hit.
Yes, you are. You're actually.
Dead.
Now you're dead. There you go. So targeting, I have a Jordan, but you're way the hell far away.
Yeah, but he's not
It's
too
because I'm
far
trying to
away.
chase Ogre.
Isn't that the idea? Paul's close by, but that's no point. Where is the ogre? There's the ogre. He's running right towards me.
Ogre has decided to take a vector towards Pluto.
Yeah, he's definitely.
No, there's somebody out here, and they're firing.
Who the fuck is out there?
Paul.
Me.
So Paul took a vector towards Pluto.
Well, I
trying to
blew him
kill
up.
his
He
ass.
drifted, and yeah, we're kind of off. We have drifted. Something fierce.
There you guys are.
Oh, pretty soon it doesn't look like it's going to be necessary for me to fight Ogre.
Well, who did I kill last? Paul or I must have killed Jordan, so Paul's up next.
You
I
killed
guess.
Paul last.
So I killed Paul last. That means I guess you're up.
Fair enough.
Or
Yeah, I think Ogre's about to get murdered by Paul.
Done.
I am attempting to control my vector. I'm drifting down at an alarming rate.
yes, you are.
I lost track of.
Okay, there we go. I've stopped finally.
Oh. So weaponless also counts as like disabled or destroyed, or?
Yeah, because at that point you're pretty useless anyway.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna call that a win, Arthur.
Ah, that was a Samo kill.
You destroyed my engines, I destroyed your reactor.
I'm not debating
Technically,
that.
my pilot will live through this.
I can still punch out.
My pilot will have a much better chance of living through this than you. Alright,
That's probably
who's
true.
next?
All right, so not you.
Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go again. I'll be back.
All right, sir.
Oh, fine.
I guess I'll go kill Ogre, you go kill Paul.
Very much.
Hello. How are you? I'm well, and you? Yeah. Good.
I was a bastard. I just killed Ernest.
You know we're not keeping score, Paul.
Yeah, I need the face.
Although I should have the script actually start keeping score for people, so there's
You totally
leaderboards
should.
and yeah, no, that's something I should put in. I think
Didn't quite seem to be counting right though.
no, it's not, and I'll fix that. I don't know why it's not counting. It should be.
Now here's the problem. I'm trying to find Paul's fucking reticle. There it is. There we go.
Yep. Well, that doesn't look good. Oh, I got his engines.
I'm paralyzed.
Well, if he's just drifting sideways, they're dead. But there you go. Now you popped.
Oh, you fuck.
All right, let's earn this, so that's not really helpful. There's the Jordan. Ow. Well, you guys are out there.
Gotcha.
There wasn't much left of them.
That was easy, but I accidentally escaped myself out of the game. Damn it!
No, you actually probably should have died earlier, but you lucked out.
Who?
You.
I don't. I've barely got any damage.
No, but you should have the entire nose of your ship blown out. I held off firing until we rammed. As we were ramming, I fired. It didn't. Nothing happened. That's why I was like, no, you should be dead there. Oh, good,
That
you're
is
dying.
certainly odd. Ah, you took one of my weapons, Art.
Yeah, I have to take something.
Ah, there we go.
Yep. See if I can finish you off before the respawn. Probably not. No, if I haven't got you yet, I'm not going to. Alright.
I think I gotta jump out.
Alright.
Melinda's made a really wonderful dinner over there that it would be rude for me to continue to ignore.
Well, it's 6:07. Do we want to quit out?
Arthur, do you have damage on your ship?
According to this, I do, yes. My nose... Yeah, someone railgunned my ass.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, but it's not... Unless you pop something, it doesn't matter. So I have giant holes through my armor.
It's hard to tell. It's like, literally from the angle I'm at,
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Okay, so where are you? And I'll show you.
Hey.
You're right there. I'll stop.
Had fun participating. See you guys in a few hours.
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, Jordan.
So,
User
Ogre, I'm stopped.
disconnected from your channel.
If you stop and come towards me, I can show you my nose.
Remember, I can't stop.
Oh, that's true. Alright, you see my nose? See how there's like giant triangles missing? That's where you shot through it. So that's why I'm hull breach, but you didn't do enough internal damage to actually pop an item.
No, that's fine. It was just I couldn't see anything from my angle. So, and I hit you twice. I'm like, I saw the explosion, but that was all I saw.
Yeah, if you even look at my armor, I'm definitely not happy.
Well,
You know.
I'm looking, and yeah, there's massive holes, but then there's like everything next to it is fine.
It is. Well, that's what a railgun does. Giant chunk of metal moves real fast through things.
No. I hit you twice.
Yes.
There should be two big holes.
There's actually quite a few big holes in me.
Well, no, that's my point. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 holes. Only 2 of them are next to each other. Well, maybe those 2 that are kind of facing triangles.
It depends on your angle, because it goes in and out the other side, and then it keeps going. I mean, that's actually on purpose. So...
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out how Kennedy got shot is basically where I'm going.
I can appreciate that.
It's like I'm looking at it going, I hit you twice. True projectiles. There's no 2 straight lines that make that many holes in that formation.
Mm-hmm. I know, I see like a hole in the back and a hole in the front, so you definitely shot through. Actually, I'll tell you what. Hold on. I'm going to hit S and hopefully it won't crash. Okay. Whoa! What the... That was not what's supposed to happen. All my weapons are okay. Hit points... Oh, you definitely hurt my lasers. So that's where that damage went. But all my other items are okay.
It's not even the item damage. It's the facets that you got hit on.
Yeah, no, I hear ya. Yeah, there's something really... I screwed something up here that... If you look on the stream, you can see what really happened really wrong here. But yeah. The backdrop got screwed up. So, yeah. Alright. So, shall we cut it?
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
I'm good.
Alright. Well, I certainly appreciate everyone's participation. I realize that after like 2+ hours, it gets a little monotonous until you can get something more interesting going on.
It was still fun regardless.
No, I'm glad people enjoyed it. I do want to hear people's. Well, since people are here and still on the thing, I want to hear, if you can, your feedback, your commentary, that kind of thing. What you would improve, what you think of the changes, that kind of thing.
I can't comment on the changes because I actually don't know what they are referring to. I mean, I got that the hexagon to the right and the then down is shields because I don't have them right now. You don't have them, but I did with the cap ships.
Right.
I don't know what the other two are.
The top one was items, and the left was armor.
Okay. You might want to do something to, like, make it casually obvious what that is.
At a certain point, I mean, what will happen is you'll do a tutorial, and it'll kind of tell you once you know, you know. I don't want to be too cluttery with things. Meaning, normally people would play this, they would play it through the tutorial, and they would actually really spell it out what all the different things were. But even the old tutorial wouldn't have counted because these are brand new monitors. They don't look like anything like the old ones. So it wouldn't have helped you too much. The coloring is the same, but again, the old stuff was so close together that it wouldn't have helped you. Okay, so that's your commentary there. Okay, what else?
I like the new icons. Pretty neat.
I mean, for the statuses, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul's been working on that. The shields up icon still needs to change, but in the sense of there's a missing piece of it, but that'll be handled soonish. Okay.
Weapon balance, like I said.
That's an ongoing process, and that's going to be an ever-changing target. And a lot of it is, even if the weapons were balanced, it has to do with the armor that was put on the ships, because that's not being done as well as it should be.
To me, that counts as part of the weapon balance, weapon armor, like balancing everything you need to fight.
Yeah, that was just because I didn't know how much armor to throw on it, so I just went blah, you know, and it isn't set right. And there's probably a couple things. And what I was noticing is there should be a matter of I go into ship builder, I select the armor, I say all armor, and I move the slider over. And the problem that's happening is it wasn't covering all the armor in the proper way. And so I had to figure out why that's happening. So there's other bugs. So when the ship design comes in, that will change a lot better once you play with that more. And it'll be a lot easier to tell, okay, what's happening. I think a proper test, scientific test, if you will, is we make all these ships, same exact amount of armor, and then do again, if you know what I mean. The other big issue is, and this is really critical, is the cap ship is way too small. It is not the proper size for what it is. And for some reason or another, in the single player, it shows up appropriately sized, but in the multiplayer, it shows up really, really tiny. And because in the multiplayers you saw, the cap ship was probably smaller than most people's fighters. Which is not the way that should have been. So the cap ship should have been a much, much bigger target. And therefore easier to punch through the shielding because it'd be easier to hit the same piece, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So changing that's going to be the whole different thing anyway. Yeah, game balance, that's why we do these tests, because we just honestly don't know. We're kind of throwing things in the dark. And so, I mean, after the Thursday trip, I think I'm going to be working on the ship builder to clean that up. And then probably the nav screen, and hopefully by then the asset screen will be up more, and therefore we can get to the real part of the game where it's not just space battles, it's cities and stuff of that nature. At the very least, I'd like to do like an assault on the city, for example, as one of the scenarios.
Makes sense.
And maybe before that, in 2 weeks, at least we have something new, is I'll change the one scenario so that it will respawn you. I will change another scenario so that hopefully that will have like 2 or 3 different targets, if you will, meaning like non-operational cap ships, let's say, and that's the base. And so you have to protect your own at the same time, go after the enemies. You know, just as
Like
ideas.
flag?
Yeah, kind of like a capture the flag kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to recommend.
You know, and that should be easy to implement, but until the King of the Hill was proven to work, which I think it did prove this time it worked, there was no point in trying to get that fancy with it. Now that we played for a good half hour, 40 minutes without it really having problems. I'm not saying there's still not mystery meat problems in the mix, but it seems to be relatively rare. Jordan had a glitch. There's been some other glitches. I wish I knew what caused it, but because it happened 40 minutes in, I don't know. I don't know how I'd be able to trace that. And so hopefully we can figure out a way of finding these crashes easier. At a certain point, Ogre, I would love to work with you to see if I can fix your joystick problem.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So I was playing with the mouse. I should have been playing with the joystick, but I wasn't. And okay, other feedback.
That was that.
Thank you. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? How's that?
I don't
Use
have
my chip.
anything to comment yet myself. I mean, I liked. We're still in the middle of space battle. That's pretty interesting.
Mhm.
The only thing I really don't have a dislike yet because you're still in the process of putting the UI together. So
Yeah, the weapon system UI and the speed UI have been plaguing this in the multiplayer, certainly. That's definitely one of the things I really want to put in. I hope that because what I was working on is kind of in that direction, I hope to have that in by the time the next multiplayer happens in 2 weeks.
Gotta head off to dinner then.
All right, Paul.
That's
fine.
See you later.
Bye, Paul.
Okay, later.
well,
Good playtesting. I'll give like some feedback later point.
Okay, I appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. Everything takes time, and it's not impossible. It's just
User disconnected from your channel.
Setting priorities and go, okay, well, I'll do the HUD for this part. I'll advance the main single player over here. I'll add a new scenario with the multiplayer, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to keep you guys happy, probably dedicate like maybe a third to a half of my time for new multiplayer stuff, and the other for advancing the other parts of the game that needs to be advanced.
Mhm.
So adding a new scenario in, adding more HUD stuff, which HUD stuff at least is for both, for obvious reasons.
yeah, I think it'll get more interesting as you have more of your game features in too. So
Yeah, I mean, what's really been holding me back is I'm not trying to throw Matt under the bus or anything, but getting the asset screen up. I know I keep on getting to that. Is a big deal. Hey, I can show that in Livestream. I can do this. Okay, so this is the current view of it if I go into the single player. And what's interesting is that the Warmaster AIs are still there. So obviously you'll end up seeing it on the live stream by the time it cycles around in 15 seconds. The asset screen is here. Now we're waiting for the new backdrops. That's coming. It's not here yet. So if I go down to the surface, and I go into the asset screen. Now, of course, the graphics haven't loaded in yet, hence the black boxes, and there they are. Now, what's interesting is I can see my buildings, I can see the installation, and what it's doing, and it's slowly doing up. The energy's going up here. Oh, that's really balanced if it's going down. But what was interesting was, let me turn off the buildings here. So if I added a brand new AI, which is what this button does, it makes a mayor, and then it is actually trying to build stuff. Oh, it's actually building things in here. Ooh. It's actually building a bunch of other things here. And I'm not sure if I actually have a message yet. Alright, when I was testing it with before, it actually made a message to me saying it was complaining it didn't have a builder bot. But maybe it has enough... oh, that's why it gave it to me. Okay, that's the test, so I want to show you that, actually. It can actually build it itself because the mayor is actually by the... and it crashed. So, yeah, this is very much undone and unproven stuff, so... I'm probably angering Matt by demonstrating his stuff that isn't done yet. But I want to show you what it looks like out in the middle of space. The reason why it's amusing to me is it complains that it wants something from me. So I'll show you that in a second. But that's the big thing. Once the asset screen's there, that means someone could be the Warmaster, someone could be the Admiral or Mayor or whatever, and they can start building cities, start building fleets, and then that becomes a whole separate thing. Then it's not just us killing each other in space, it's us killing each other with fleets and building cities to go kill each other, and that's a whole different. That's where this is going, you know?
Yeah, sounds like there'd be a lot more time in the game at that point as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's meant to be a much longer game. It's not just meant to be running around killing each other.
One of the customers I just had in, I was telling him that I was testing the game, and she was like, "What kind of game?" And I was like, "Oh, it's like a space sim where you fly a ship, and then it's also like Civilization where you can build little cities and stuff like that."
Yeah.
And a bunch of other stuff.
So what was the reaction?
She really was interested in the game. So
there you go. That's the hope. So what happened in the live stream here? I made a new AI. It's Cyborg number 2, and it defaults as a mayor, evidently. And what was interesting is its first thing is it knows it can't build anything because it doesn't have a city or a factory to build anything with. So it sends me a message saying, "Hey, a critical message. I need a builder bot." So basically, my AI is mouthing off to me, saying, "I can't do my job because you won't give me a builder bot. You horrible person, you." So I think that's really funny and cool, actually.
yes, it is.
So stuff like that. But I mean, like the nav screen. Hey, I'm here on the live stream. Let's demonstrate the nav system. So yes, here's the solar system. I do have all of it. Yay!
Your live stream is really behind right now.
It might be, honestly.
It's
Oh, darn it, the hell. I'm not even showing it because I switched. Darn it. I am not used to live streaming. So the problem is that all that demonstration they didn't see. Because... So... Because I switched it to the logo, so I don't have to show that again. It'll be quick.
Yeah.
So here's the... what I refer to as nav screen. You can zoom all the way out to the outer part of the solar system, all the way in. Where you start is just off of Mars. So actually, let me get over here, actually. So thank you for telling me that everything was kind of screwed up, because I didn't realize that. So where we are actually is just off the surface of Mars. So if I select them, there he is. Now this is all messed up, and I got to change all this, but you can actually zoom down to the surface of Mars, and but yeah. So yeah, let me exit this. So if I go to the actual surface, which is what this is, and then I look, you can see everybody's on the top of Mars here, on the roof. Oops. Whoa.
Let's see if I reloaded this will go any faster.
Now this is definitely a work in progress. This needs like a month worth of loving. Whoops, and then it glitched out because now we're in the freaking sun. But I guess I can show Matt's asset screen, since that's what we were looking at before. Whee. So this is showing this. Oh, it still has the old message about the builder bot, so you actually can see that. But this is the installation showing all the buildings in it. So yeah. Now if I sit here long enough, the enemy will start building things that... Yep, they're already starting to build things over there. That's the different ships and such. So, I want... Oh, there they are. Yeah, there's something wrong with the algorithm. So yeah, they're already starting to build. That's a builder bot ship, I would think. And so is that. Oh, there's a real ship. And what is he doing? It looks like he's coming right for me. He's looking at me, Dave. He is. He's targeted me. He literally is coming right for me. So if let's zoom over here, get to my own city.
Come on, Boris.
Well, if you look at it, I mean, you can actually see his angle of attack, and even though I'm moving, yeah, he's coming right for me. I am his target. Let's see if my base defends me. It's going to take him a while to get here because the AI doesn't know how to afterburner. So I'm alright at my base, and it's like, okay, my turrets will protect me, kind of ish. But, yeah. And they're already starting to attack each other. So I see one of them obviously going very much across to the other side. See, what the problem is, people don't realize these bases start like 20 miles away from each other. And so at normal speed, it actually takes a while to get to each other. But the problem is, as players, no one actually bothers to do that. We sit there and afterburner to the other city. So if I sit here and I afterburner over to the enemy city, for example, it won't take me very long. I'll be there in a few seconds. You know, because now I'm going like 1500. See, I go right on past him. And now he's turning around towards me. There's a second guy that came towards me. Now I'm above the enemy base, which I should probably get out of there. So he's trying to turn around. I gotta turn around because I gotta... Whoops. Yep. Well, that's interesting. He's actually... I guess he retargeted. Because these guys are coming right back at me, so they're actually trying to still get me. Although it looks like this guy is now targeting my base. Meanie. So... let's see what he does. I definitely have to update the terrain, there's no doubt that way, but... So, let me stop and see what happens here. Obviously one of the older designs. Oh! Yep, he's getting shot by missiles. But he's dead, so that's the end of him anyway. He just doesn't know it yet. Thing about it's not the multiplayer, so he's just going to keep on going until something kills him. Because even though his cockpit's dead, he can't control himself, so he's just going to drift now. So I wonder if the missiles are hideously short-ranged. Yeah. So I'll put him out of his misery. Oop. Yep. It's an interesting little glitch. Alright, so evidently I gotta shoot here to hit him. Yep, that works. Whee! Alright, someone else is targeting me. Wow, there's a lot of ships over there just sitting there. I'm surprised they're not attacking anybody. But this guy wants some, evidently. There's a glitch at the edges of the triangles, and I gotta... it's a bug I introduced. What else is new? Alright, so he wants a piece of me. Although I have no idea why he didn't fire. But that's his problem. Yep. But in any case, you kind of get the idea of some of this stuff. But, yeah, it still needs a lot of work. But getting multiplayer up to start getting the game balance going is actually, to me, important. So at least that aspect of the game can be done. But the hope is eventually we'll all be on the surface, all doing our thing down here. And, you know, building stuff, going to the factory. I mean, here's the new factory screen. So you can select your planet, your city, which is upside down, and it crashes. Matt, we need to talk about this. So in any case, I won't continue to bore you about all that. So, other commentary, since I'm here and talking. So I know, Ogre, you didn't get to play last time because it took 2 hours to debug the last problem, but this time there really wasn't that kind of issue.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it didn't glitch out here and there, but overall it was pretty decent comparatively.
Yeah.
Now, you haven't played this in, what, 15, 20 years? I dare say it's probably different. I don't know how much you remember from back then.
I remember a bit, but not much.
Okay, fair enough. So much for comparison.
It definitely looks prettier.
Well, that's the positive. That's nice. I would say definitely the multiplayer is a lot more stable. I don't remember it being this stable. You know, or
Yeah,
it
I
was all
think it is
constantly
stable.
dropping out a lot because everything was crashing. But now this is pretty good, actually. The load save definitely works because I really should put autosave in and make the multiplayer auto-savable, if that makes sense. So you can load in a saved multiplayer game.
Yeah, especially when you get your missions or towns going and stuff like that.
Yeah, when we finally get the cities going, that'll be required because then you're playing the main real game, not just pre-built ships. You should design your own stuff. I think the bigger issue is having your own, spending the time making a tweaked ship, if you will, because the technology keeps changing, and sort of like, well, what do you switch out? What do you gain? That kind of thing. So I'll come up with better answers over the next 6 months, whatever it comes out to be. I still want to do something like what happened in Master Ryan 2 way back when, if you ever played that game, where you just have a list of things you want. I want 20 heavy beam weapons, 10 normals, whatever. It used to be mass drivers, but you know what I mean. And you just do a checklist effectively, and you say, okay, build this. The Warmasters are already doing that. But to have us as humans have something we go da 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 da, and poof, we have our design. And you can say how much armor you wanted, how much big shielding you wanted, how much reactor, how fast you wanted it to be, that kind of thing. The biggest issue there, of course, is I have an internal thing called combat points. So we'll probably, to make it somewhat fair, to have somewhat limit that, so you don't end up with a, F-50 turreted beam ship, and someone's bringing in a fighter,
Yeah,
because you know someone's going to do it. Was that?
That would be problematic.
That would be problematic. And so, we'll have to figure out how to balance the combat points, but yeah. So it is progressing. Like I said, I wouldn't expect too much over 2 weeks to 2 weeks, if you know what I mean. But you should see steady improvement. There will be new things each time.
This may or may not be fast and easy.
That's what she said.
Fair.
Yes.
A way to switch which ship you're in multiplayer.
Ironically, you can actually do that. Oh, you mean? Oh, okay. You mean design-wise? You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, oh hey, look, I got killed with a beam ship. Now I've been a fucking beam ship.
Yeah.
Or I go with a rail ship, and this is not working.
There's a couple ways I could do that, actually. I have an idea. Okay, so in Spawn, let's say, you have your own litany of available ships. Much like the King of the Hill ship, whatever you start in, you may not like, it'll randomly pick one, or is what you picked at the initial screen. You drive out and you blow up the one that you want to be in. And you switch into it, and then you have the new ship. The old one goes back and is stationary where you started, and you drive the new one out. There's your new Cadillac.
Mm.
That would work.
Yeah.
You know, and if you get blown up and you respawn, you go, oh, I'll go back to base and go and, you know, blow up another ship that I want to drive and go that one, and at least that's a way of selecting it. It's not as ideal, but in shorter term, I can easily throw that in. Longer term, I would like a nicer interface to do that, but
Yeah.
that can easily be done. I mean, showing what we were able to do with King of the Hill stuff, that should show that that should be easily done. So yeah. So there's that. There is, I guess, the capture the flag stuff. So we actually have teams, things of that nature. Right now, everybody's their own Warmaster. If you know what I mean, it's all separate factions. Everybody's like free for all. So I really want to get the interface saying that yes, you're on a team, and that's will be identifiable. So whoever's the Warmaster, even though it might be Paul, it will say owned by Ogre. Let's say,
Okay.
even though Ogre's not driving it, Ogre is the faction. Or maybe I'll separate it out, saying that Paul's driving it, but he's owned by Ogre. If that makes sense. I was actually I talked to the rest of the team, although I didn't get that much feedback about it. But remember how you were complaining that at a distance you didn't know who was who? You thought they should target them.
And sometimes it's hard to tell who you targeted.
Yes. No. That's in the process of being changed. The other two had priority for me to fix.
That's fair.
I'm doing the other stuff right now, actually. Adam came up with an idea with changing out the reticles to hexagons. I liked his design. And put the lines in to go out and in, so you still keep is it moving further away coming in. It's not spikes, it's horizontal lines. You'll understand it better when you see it.
Okay.
The point is, they'll be much easier to see at higher resolution. And what I want to do is have Paul or somebody else come up with a series of glyphs that will represent the logos of the different factions. And by doing so, in the very center of the ship, meaning it's superimposed on top, will be that glyph. And so even as the reticle expands, you still see that glyph in the middle. And it'll be color-coded based on whatever the color that corporation wanted it to be. So between the color and the glyph itself, you can easily see who owns what at a distance, as well as close up. Because it'll always be there dead center. So, you think that's a good idea, or you like the idea, or you don't like the idea? Or again, you'd rather see it and then you make a determination?
I'd rather see it make a determination.
Alright, well, that's the idea that I came up with to make it work. But that way you can tell teams much easier. Because they're part of that thing. So yeah, these things are coming. I don't know how much of it will be there come 2 weeks from now, but it will be there soonish.
RSN, got it.
Yeah, something like that. Well, it's priorities. Like, what do I put in? All the rest of that stuff. So, I mean, certain other things need loving. I need to work on the shipbuilder to clean that up, to make that properly what it's supposed to be. I need to really work on the nav screen thing, as you probably saw when you saw the whole solar system, because that needs a good month of loving to really get that to where it should be. Then you have an RTS screen. Then you can control your fleets. You can order around your AI and that kind of thing. Or even order other players, for that matter. By that point, the asset screen should be up and running. The factory screen should be fully functional.
Anatomically correct.
That's true. So, like I said, over the next couple months, this will move from, hey, we're just shooting stuff in space, to, oh, we're playing the game and it's like kind of civish, if you know what I mean. Doesn't mean the scenarios can't still be done. It just means that, more other things can be done. We'll do a scenario where, okay, we're attacking a city. Okay, it has 4 turrets. Is that enough? Well, not with 5 ships, or maybe it is. No one's really had that experience of really assaulting a city. And then it's a matter of, okay, what about managing fleets? What about them responding not just with turrets, but with enemy ships? So we're spawning in, doing our thing, and every time we die, we respawn back at our spawn, and have to come in again, and they're constantly spawning things to try to stop us. That kind of thing. Just come up with scenarios to try to advance the game forward, etc. And so, like I said, over the next 6 to 9 months, you're going to see a massive change from just, oh, we're fighting in space to, oh, we're doing something on the surface. We're doing, playing real game. We're on the fly, changing out ships or, making new designs, stuff like that. Oh, damn it, Arthur, why haven't you researched this new weapon yet? Kind of thing. Stuff like that. So it'll become a lot different of a game. It will move more into a co-op game versus just every man for themselves. Yay, let's kill things. But that's the idea. But I mean, it's like I said, this game still needs a lot of work. But it's good that it's gotten to this point. We're moving away from engine stuff to gameplay mechanic issues. And that's what the tester's for. And I really appreciate everybody being here. That was extremely helpful, and hopefully you enjoyed it enough to come back again and again, especially if we add more and more stuff to it.
Yep.
I should be.
All right, there
I'm
you go.
looking forward to it. So
Ernest, since you've been seeing these things through the different evolutions, what is your commentary?
I like the direction it's going right now.
Okay, so you like the ideas of what I'm talking about, or where it already is?
Yeah, the direction you're heading. But where it's at is pretty nice too. It makes it more playable, more enjoyable to watch.
Mhm.
I know I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing more particle effects happening within like the beam streams and stuff like that, and the weapons fire.
Okay, well that's an idea. One of the things that is missing, we don't have any engines on the ships. I mean, you don't see any of that.
Yeah.
That one of the old things that used to be there, but it's not there currently, is the item explosion. So when you pop an item, you don't get to see part of the ship blow out.
Yeah.
It used to be there like that, but I was going to change it to a particle effect rather than trying to resurrect the old system. And so, yeah, that kind of thing will make it a lot more satisfying. As much as we're getting our happies when we finally see someone die, I want more of the sparklies when you're popping something, that kind of
thing. That you're hitting them and you're getting some good spots.
Right. Yes. The other thing that the old system did that the new system doesn't currently is you can't visually see where you marred them up as easily.
Uh-huh.
In the old way, you could actually, on the actual main screen of the ship, you could actually see where you damaged them. Whereas right now, you can't really tell. You can see it on the monitors, but you can't see on the actual ship. So that will change. It's like anything else. It's all about priorities. I mean, what gets love and to get done and tweaked, and sometimes a bug takes a whole day or 2 days to fix. Like I said, I wasn't kidding. I was spending all day yesterday with Matt going through making sure it wasn't like the debacle of last week where it became unplayable and then I had to spend 2 hours fixing something. This, I'm very happy we're able to spend 3 hours constantly playing. I mean, with rare exception, there really wasn't that many problems. There were small niggles here and there, but nothing critical.
Yeah, how hard it would be to add a join session for like when someone accidentally hits escape and kicks them out of the game.
It used to be there, but the old networking system never really worked 100% anyway. Now the new networking system does work. It seems stable. It won't be done in 2 weeks. It's significant.
If that is part of your earlier or later stuff coming up.
Honestly, it will greatly depend on what the feedback is from Thursday's trip. Because if they say, okay, this is a good idea, but you really need to wow people if you get this part of the game done, that's where, whatever they say, that's where I'm going to put my efforts in.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's the only thing I can really unfortunately say about that. As far as, it's slow going. You've seen how this has been going over the last couple of years, and even the last couple of months, it's been drastically changing, and so For your reference, yes, it does listen for new connections. Yes, it does allow it in. There's no way right this second for all of a sudden to spawn in a brand new ship and have them pilot it once the game's already engaged. I have been thinking about it and how much it would take to do it. Basically, I have to send the game state, obviously, to the new player. That's a general rule. But the main system would have to then send the same stuff to everybody else, which shouldn't be that bad, actually. Because you're just sending one ship rather than the entire game state. So it's like anything else. It needs to be done. It's not a one-day fix. It's like a week fix.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But it could be done. So if it was a high enough priority, it would do it. But it sounds like people want more creature comforts for the multiplayer, so then that eats up that week. If you know what I mean. So what I'm going to try to do is to break this up to keep you guys happy. Like I said, I'll spend a week on what you guys recommend for the multiplayer, and then I'll spend a week on other stuff that I feel that needs to advance the main game forward. And some things are overlapping, like the HUD stuff, don't get me wrong. But some things aren't. So if I'm working on the nav screen and we're working on the ship builder, that doesn't help you with multiplayer. It will eventually, because you'll be happy the multiplayer or the ship builder isn't horrible. Stuff like that. But so that's where that is. All right, I'll ramble, because I will. Again, thank you very much. Yes. For playing. And I look forward to doing this again in 2 weeks. And I'll see everybody then. And those who are playing Death Fest tonight, I'll see you then too.
Yep.
Talk
See you.
later.
Talk later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
And now to end the stream.
Buddy